You knocked my heart and I woke up. Filled my life with lots of care. Took my hand and lifted me up. Hugging me when I'm in doubt. Oh, my apologies.
How do I know? It still says Kwanzaa. It still says the other guy. It still says Celso, right? But that's what it says. Morning! What's going on, peeps? Maayong buntag, top of the morning to everyone. Kasugbuanon nga radio station. That one is my good friend Romel Tuico, Dili Tanan. I guess the gist of that story is don't make sweeping generalizations. Kaya na exceptions to the rule. You cannot say nga inani ni sila tanan. Dili tanan. Romel Tuico. Ato ang takna karon. It is now 8:24. Naminaw ka sa top of the morning. This is your new morning habit. My name is Jiggy Juice. My job is to squeeze more life out of your day. Mayong buntag top of the morning to my very good friend Joel Juarez. He is one of the, if not the top race organizer in the Philippines. A Coco running. Mayong buntag ni mo dia, Sir Joel Juarez. Daghang salamat sa imuhang pagpaminaw. It is always a pleasure. Sus malipay gid ko maminaw. Nga naminaw mo nganhi sa pinakasuguan ng radio station 105.1 TMC. Freak. On TMC, the most Cebu music. Happy birthday to my dear friend Mar, celebrating his birthday. Mar Steven of the Union Bank. Happy birthday to you and to, of course, to you. I hope you have more birthdays to come and all of that stuff. Happy birthday to you, Mar, from 105.1 TMC. You know what? Kuya Magic is giving out cash like it's going out of style. Listen. Morning!
Top of the morning, Jiggy!
Top of the morning!
Gym.
Oh, you want to sit here so you don't have
yeah. Thank you. You're not using that seat?
Shuffle down, Jigs.
You're not using the seat? Fine.
Oh, people figuring it out.
Okay. Hey guys! Top of the morning, I just came from the TMC gym, aka the stairs. TMC gym. Woo, guys, it's just a workout. My only exercise. I always don't get the color memo. When you guys wear black, I always wear like white.
I should have upline soon, so it's too hot in there.
o Lacto Coffee and bring health into your home.
Health into your home.
Hi guys.
Immerse yourself
Is that right? Oh, we're here.
and imagination as we transform the entire Tops into a vibrant hub of artistic expression. Explore our curated exhibitions and interactive installations and learn something new through our podcasts, demos, and hands-on workshops. Join us on this 4-day celebration of creativity and artistic excellence, October 17th until the 20th. Tops Art Fest 2024.
You are listening to the best of Cebu music from the old
You call it
to the new.
sayang kong LDR.
105.1 TMC, the best of us, local, vocal, and global. 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
1 TMC. You're listening to Top of the Morning with Jiggy Juice and
Justine Arvias.
In it. Who are you?
yeah,
Wait a minute. Who are you?
that's a really good question. Who are you?
My name is Justine Arvias. I just
Oh.
came from the Tops Media Center gym,
Oh.
aka the staircase.
And good morning to Joel. And he's got a joke.
okay, go
He's
ahead.
got
go
a
ahead.
joke. We had a thing yesterday, right?
Yeah, we had.
It was like a joke thing. Kuya Magic gave us a horrible joke.
Horrible
it,
jokes.
It wasn't funny at all. Those 100 sarcastic people laughing.
Yeah, he was wearing a Pokemon shirt, so
Yeah,
all the jokes he
yeah.
made were Pokemon
So we were doing
based.
Pokemon jokes. So murag remnants pa ni gapon, di ba? Nahibilin pa ni gapon ng mga Pokemon jokes. So naay joke si Joel.
Si Joel Lim. Sige,
What
Joel
do
Lim.
you call a low-fat Pokemon? What's your answer?
What do you call a low fat Pokemon?
Butterfree.
Oh my goodness.
Why is it funny? I don't understand. Why is
There's a Pokemon called Butterfree.
what's that?
There's a Pokemon.
There's an actual Pokemon called Butterfree.
Joel Lim, don't worry. Kuya Magic's laughing here. He literally smiled after we told the joke. So,
So that's
at least you have one. You have.
that's
Like,
what the joke means.
Kuya Magic approves of the joke.
Samukha yun ang mga joke nga. Inside
Butterfree?
joke ba, di ba?
Yeah, we gotta watch Pokemon, Jiggy, so
I
we can
know.
get the jokes. We gotta watch more Pokemon.
I remember Pokemon when I was a kid, man. But
which one did you like? You remember which one it was?
But I was not into it because I was really more of the, the Voltus 5, Mazinger Z, Mikanda Robot, and Ball Attack, and all of these other
Other shows.
other shows when I was a kid. So wala kayo ko ni. No, this is not.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay, I think this is yours.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay, perfect.
We're
Thank
still,
you.
Like I said, we're still relatively new. We're still figuring out.
Yeah,
the
we'll get it. We'll get the hang of it.
The buttons and the knob. Sometimes when we press something, nothing happens. Like, but sometimes when we press something horrible happens.
Hey, but you're getting really good at the sound effects.
And sometimes it's just embarrassing, right? Why do you have to laugh at our misfortunes? What are you doing, guys? Don't forget our text line. Ganahan sila manawag na to, Justine,
Okay,
or text
perfect.
0999. That's 0999. Tulo ka 9. Sakto ba to?
Yeah, 0999 887 6070.
That's 0999 887 6070. That's our
Ooh.
text line.
Text
Kung ganahan
line.
mo mag-text na mo.
Yeah, if you want to text or call,
Text.
we'll put you on air. If you want to say something, you want to have a shout out to your
Nga
friends or
naman,
whoever.
Justin, nga binisaya sa text kay text man. Nga naman. Pasabda ko na ko. Nga ipagahay man.
I
gyud.
don't know. I think it has to do good with our intonation as mga Cebuano speakers.
Ingon sila nga, ang intonation ko no sa Cebuano, katapusan, good mo nang gahi ka ng, let's
Yes.
say, Bisaya. Sa ubos, paubos,
Bisaya.
di ba? Buntag. Tanan. Padung gyud sa katapusan nga syllable ba, di ba?
Yeah, always.
So, ganong
And they always think, I feel like people who don't speak Bisaya always feel like we sound angry.
yeah, pinabundak lagi. Bisaya. Oh,
Whoa, Kuya Magic's moving a
nanapoy lain nga binisaya, palangga.
Yan na,
Sakto ba? Palangga.
Oo.
Dili man ni palangga. Siguro palangga aram siguro ni. What do you think?
Yeah, also before, there was a time when I used to say, kanang bitang wound or samad.
Oh.
I used to say it as samad. Hala, na samad.
Samad. Samad gina, di ba?
Samad eh.
Taka ram
Na
pala eh.
ako'y samad. But it's actually na ako'y samad.
Na kay samad.
Yeah,
Ay
that's
pag
how you say
ay pag islang di ay.
Oh my God!
Tamad.
Shlang. Unsa man ni si Kuya Magic?
Guys, if you're watching the stream, Kuya Magic's doing a full
Ni bakwit naman ni si Kuya Magic. Okay, this is a song going out to our friend in Mall Ball. Nakadungog
Wow.
ka sa Mall Ball nga naay mga daghang nangitabo karon sa Mall Ball, especially sa kanang sa Avedra nga beach ito. We'll talk about that some other time. But let's play the song that you requested for. Si DJ Summer. Murag amiga siguro ninyo
Yeah. No, she was
Shael?
one of our listeners from the very first day. She's been requesting. Top of the morning, DJ Summer.
Yeah, akong pangutana is amiga niya ang kakanta siguro ani kay sige mo siya kanira mo gining request, di
kanira
ba?
yung request, maybe.
Silingan siguro na nila, di ba?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Perhaps. So this is Shael?
Shael.
Shael.
Shael siguro kay Binisaya man.
Yeah, Shael.
Say what? Palangga. Okay, nga di mo na siya matukar atong palang di tap. Hala, si Kuya Magic na giunsa man ning Kuya Magic. Oy, my goodness, Kuya mataka lang pislit so Kuya Magic yun.
He's a tech guy.
105.1 TMC. That one is Shael and
Pinanga.
Palangga.
What's the difference between that, Jiggy?
That
What's
is
the difference
a
between
very good
Pinanga
question.
and Palanga?
Please help us. Okay, what is the difference
Guys,
between
yeah.
Palangga? I think Palangga and Pinanga. Muram nagbutangan lag L siguro. Right? Palangga and Pinanga. Murag sa
No, but when can you use it? When can you use Pinanga and
murag pareha naman na sila nga word. Murag
Some
pareha na
people
sila.
go like, hello mga Palanga, and then some also go, hello mga Pinanga. So when do you... I think Pinanga is somewhat... I don't know. Maybe Palanga is a noun, and then Pinanga is...
What is your theory?
Is Pinanga... I don't know.
Ano lagi? Pinanga.
Di ba Palanga is a
ka-
noun, what you call someone, di ba?
Palanga o Pinanga.
Yeah, Pinanga is like the act of making
Palanga.
Well, guys, help us out.
Palanga, pwede masad na mahimog verb. I think it's the same word. A person can be your palanga,
Okay.
but pwede sad nga palanga kanako, right? Pinanga can be a person.
Uh-huh.
Ang akong pinanga nga si Kuya Magic, ang akong pinanga nga si Justin, o ang akong
Palangga.
pinanga kay kanako, right? So it really
okay.
probably depends on the
How you use
the
it
word
in a
before
sentence.
that, right? Or the what do you call that? Is it the adverb? I'm not sure now.
Okay. But shortcut, you can say langga,
But
right?
I guess you can't use the rules of English, right? When I
No,
say
I don't think so.
adverb, I mean like adverb as in the English language,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I wonder what rules there
Yeah,
are.
apply to this.
Kanang nga Binisayas, ha? Weird, ha?
Yeah.
Weird
No,
guy.
it's nice. So guys, help us out in the comments if you can log on to Tops Media Center on YouTube, join our live chat, and then help us out in the conversation. Me and Jiggy are trying our best to speak Bisaya in the most correct and grammatically correct way possible. So I want to know the difference.
The reason why suway mi og
Yeah.
the word is nagsuway because
Suway.
the thing is I have been in media for such a long time.
Yeah.
30 ka adlaw na. Adlaw lang pero di ko may baon pili edad nako. Yes, ang kadaghanan sa ako ang show, kadaghanan natong una is sige lang ko English.
I know.
English.
Yeah, English.
English. Pag human kaning adyo ko na anad ba? Kani si Justin kaning sige Englishira pag ginastanan ang mga tao ni kay istorya na ni nosebleed pod.
No,
right?
not-
Nosebleed sila. So karon among suwayan gyud
Yeah.
with the best that we can in the most sincere way possible nga amo ang pag-istorya ninyo kay sincero gyud nga suwayan nato nga gikan gyud sa kasing-kasing dili na necessarily nga full English gyud di ba?
Yeah.
Pero the effort is there, right?
Yeah,
Maninguha
exactly.
gid mi nga tanan na mo nga mga pulong, tanan na mo nga words nga gamiton is coming from our mother tongue, right?
Yeah,
Which is Binisaya.
And that's what we're all about in TMC, bringing Cebuano talent, Cebuano
Yes.
culture to the world. So if you notice, we are, I think, the only radio station in Cebu that really pushes for homegrown music and everything that we play as much as we can. Kung pwede puro Bisaya, kung puro Cebuano made, then we'll push that forward.
You know, I was hanging out in a kanang lugar bito nga daghan kay mga artists mag-standby and
Where is this?
Their comment is really like about time, it's about time that somebody did something like this, right? Nga naman like we have all this rich music and rich culture and all of that stuff. Nga nung karon pa man ni nga na radio station nga
Yeah.
ang commitment to the Cebuano talent, the Bisaya talent is undivided, right? So kaning which is correct, right? That's
Why now? Why now?
That's actually a good question that we should ask ourselves. Nganong karon pa man, right? Anyway, the good part is nabuhat na nato, gibuhat na
Yeah.
nato.
And like you mentioned,
although it's too
these
late,
are the best of times.
Yeah, these are the best of times, and these are also the most exciting of times.
Yep.
Finally, we can showcase Cebu music. We can showcase local music, right? So kamo diha kung naamoy mga kanta nga pagtuon ninyo
Yes.
worthy of playing music
To the
of
world.
Course, of course, music, Mangod, is like an art form also, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot say worthy.
Which is not worthy and
yeah.
which is
So-
worthy
so,
enough.
Correct me, okay?
Yeah.
I
Perhaps
sit-
what you meant is if you have songs that you
Yeah,
feel like,
yeah.
Deserve to be
No, that's
not even deserve,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Just send us your song.
Yeah, just send us your music.
Just send us song because art, Mangod, there's no
It's subjective as well.
subjective.
No?
There are certain metrics, right?
Yeah.
Ganing-
The point is TMC is an avenue and a platform for all
Yabag-yabag,
Cebuano
di ba?
talent.
Kasi istorya mo ta nato ng yabag-yabag, di ba katong si kasi nga to niya si Dolores O'Riordan, di ba?
Yeah.
Nga atong istorya nga medyo
Nga, ano yung
yabag-yabag
style,
na siya.
style.
So kanag yung any form of art, ang iyahang metrics for kaning judging if it's good or not, murag mag-usab-usab gyud, di
Yeah.
ba? Mag-usab-usab.
Yeah.
Guys, good pud mi ana niya an artist na we spoke to yesterday but the other day. The other day but si Celso Pipito ba, he's good siya nga. Nagi na yung metrics kuno nga unsaon pag nimo how to assess a good art
What is
form,
good
right?
art and what is-
like
yeah.
kanang shade and color and all of that stuff, right? Nagi metrics pero but I
Certain
also
elements that you look at.
yeah,
Mean.
but I also interjected. I also told him nga, but you need to know what the rules are so that you will know what to break, right?
Exactly.
Because just like all good art, it is an act of rebellion. So may tabuan na rules niya imong i-break and then you make like a kind of other genre,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That's what it is, right? So that's what artists normally usually do. They try to understand the rules and then
Deviate from that somehow
And then,
in a
yeah.
beautiful way.
yeah, so it becomes like a whole new genre in and of
Yeah.
itself. So mona siya, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Very
Well
exciting.
said.
Tomorrow,
No, not yet. On the 7th.
17th. Dili de tomorrow
No,
pa.
it's still
Ang ugma di ito kay katong comet
the
watching.
comment watching. Yeah,
Comment
that's
watching.
on October 12.
Excited ka na? Ganahan akong anak ganahan kimo tanaw
Comments?
comment nga naman like what
I
is that?
am very excited for that, but unfortunately, I've got school.
Pat man adlaw siguro from 12 to the 15th, right?
Let me
kaning,
double check on the
so-
information on that. Hold on,
So
guys.
kaning we have a comet watch party here at Tops,
Woohoo.
murag sa ibabaw sa atong radio station, right? Where we are, we're
Okay,
situated.
so it's
TMC
called-
is located at the 4th level. Kaning we call this the 360 view of Cebu. Kaya makita man ang both the skyline of Cebu and also the boondocks, the
Yeah.
mountainous side of Cebu. Unsa man ang adlaw, Justin?
So this is going to be from October 12th to 15th, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the Sky 360 View deck at Tops. So this is what we call as the Great Comet Watch. So it's in partnership with the
Great Comet Watch.
Yeah,
The Great
Comet Watch. So this is in partnership with the Carolinian Physics and Astronomy Society. So you'll get to see the. Oh my God, I can't even pronounce this, but it's a. Oh my God! Can you read this? What is that?
Well, that's actually the place,
What is that?
the observatory in China that it's named after.
Ah.
So, Chunchinan or something
Chu
like that.
Chin Shan.
Okay.
Chu Chin Shan Atlas at Sky 360.
So, mo na pangan sa kaning comet.
Ay.
Gipangan nila after the place
Yeah.
or the observatory
That
where
found
they
it.
discovered the comet. Mo na siyang gipangan siya og
Chu Chin Shan. Chu Chin Shan Atlas.
well, it sounds like a name that Elon Musk would give his children,
His
right?
children. Yeah, so it's a once in a lifetime event to get to see, the great comet of 2024 through your naked eye. So guys, I hope to see, a lot of
Excuse
the
me.
people there. Are you
Yeah.
gonna watch?
Of course, I'm gonna be watching.
I wanna be able to
because
go.
we live here. So sometimes di ba kadang Halley's comet and other comets, mo
Yeah.
naman bad omen.
Oh really?
A
Oh, I
comet
didn't know that.
is a precursor of something.
No, don't jinx it.
Horrible
Don't. Why
happening.
would you say that? Don't.
What?
No, maybe it's good luck, Chicky. Maybe it's good luck.
It-
You know how they say like make a wish upon a star? Maybe that's a chance for all our viewers and listeners to, make a wish here at Tops.
Okay.
Bring your loved ones and then
Okay.
make a special wish. That's how we should.
Think about it.
No.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Bad omen.
It is. It is.
I can feel like Jiggy watches too much sci-fi films.
You read about it, and
Oh,
they
really?
think that
It means something-
Historically, it means something bad. Of course,
Like what?
Our forefathers
Yeah.
are all we're all, like I said before, we're all victims of the ignorance of our time.
Yeah.
So they didn't know any better, so they thought a comet
Meant bad omen.
is it like a sign from the above
No.
that something horrible will happen. But I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think so.
I hope not.
We live in 2024.
The best of times,
This
right?
is for you, Justin English Siram kay gawin. Ano man?
Oy.
Ano man na?
Oy,
This is 105.1 TMC.
the best of us.
Aduna ko'y nabantayan. Nausab na ang akong
This volume
sinugid.
here
Uh-huh.
is the volume that controls everything. So if we move this,
Yeah.
everything goes off.
Okay.
So just don't touch this. I forgot.
Okay. Red is everything. Red was on the left? No, it's more orange.
Yeah. What's up, viewers?
Hi, Ginamos Lami. How you doing? Thank you for joining us every single
Padaiton mi sa imong ginamos nga lamit. Sila nagpuspos na.
My friend asked me to shout out niya.
Of course.
Nag-open tam siya car wash. Car wash. Kanang laundromat.
Three town.
Good for them.
Why you making it sound like he's low?
Oh no, because he's like my age, and then he, it's so cool how they're gonna pursue any of
Yeah.
things.
In town. Ngapli in town.
But no, it does sound like that.
Yeah.
When do you use in town the A? Like only if it's like sounds like a.
Or loy.
It's not like a yay thing at the end of the sentence. Like wow.
No, in town is like, no, what about kaning? Nanginabuhi in town siya. Ano ba? That's
That's how it sounds
Yeah,
like.
that's what it sounds
So
like.
that's why you were like, why in town? No, I didn't mean
Parang
that.
naluway ka niya ba?
So what's the other way around? What if you're like, what's like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's so nice. Like you feel happy for them because you've known them for a long time, and it's nice to see them finally.
Mining bata kay nangapli yung negosyo bata pa or something like that.
But what do you add in the end of the sentence? Like the it's not in town, right? It's
In town is low.
Oh my God.
Galo in town niya.
like ano town. Okay. It doesn't mean like like sabihin natin, right?
I don't know. Maybe there's like
No, but you're right. Because imagine if I said that, people will be like, why in town? What's the other thing to
What
say?
di ba? Ganun.
Ano town?
Ganun in town.
So it should be ano.
Congrats! Yeah, congratulations! Nangabli ka og tindahan or
Wala kay ade sa end, no? Okay.
nangabli ka og tindahan in town.
No, I don't. Yeah, now I realize I don't think so. Now, this is what you meant. I look at the bug. Grasshoppers, lagi sila G? Or, I don't know.
Maybe it's a protein source, man.
We need a bug specialist, lagi, a bug man.
Lagi.
And we can call them bug men.
But no, that's not the ornithologist. If you like birds, aside from being OBGYN and a maniac, what do you call an expert of insects? Insectologist, right? Insectologist, right?
We should-
like a Pogo King, right?
No, we just call them bug men.
Pogo King.
We need to invite a bug man.
Pogo King, that's what insect is, right? Person that knows insects. So a person who knows insects is a Pogo King.
A pogo king? We need to invite one. I'll just call him the bug man. The bug guy.
Did you get the joke, Pogo King?
Ano pogo king man?
Mga insect mga
Bro,
Pogo King.
bro's been recycling his coffee for the past hour.
People who do pogo, illegal pogo in the Philippines,
Oh, yeah?
are in Chinese, right?
Yeah.
So that's what an insect expert is, a pogo king.
Pogo. Okay. I get it now. You know pogo as in the offshore gambling.
Bro's been recycling his coffee for the past 2 hours, bro. How do you do it?
Just adds water.
Ang gitawag na Kuya Magic kaning Forever Coffee.
Forever
Kuya
Coffee.
Magic is making comment. Ang ano ko na nga, I've been recycling my coffee
For
the past
2 hours.
What I do, Magud, is I don't finish the coffee.
I dilute it with more hot water.
Isn't that like lapsaw?
Lasaw.
Lasaw?
Lasaw.
Yeah.
It
You
is-
like it, lasaw?
It is very lasaw. What's up with lapsaw? Is that a word? Where did you get that? Lapsaw.
That's what how my mom calls it. Maybe it's,
I did not know that there was a version of lasaw nga.
I think that's the
lapsaw.
I think that's the long version.
Lapsaw.
Yeah.
Lapsaw.
I don't know. But my mom's actually from Leyte, so she speaks Waray sometimes. So maybe it's also a Waray. word.
Winaray siguro ng lapsaw, di ba?
Perhaps.
Maybe you can
Please
ask
correct
your
me
mom
if
about it.
I'm wrong, guys. if it's called ganun.
Naka amigo nga na negosyo in town.
Yes, I would like to
Kaluoy
greet.
sa imong amigo nga na negosyo eh.
Yeah, Bisaya.
Or just kidding?
Ah, my bad. Okay, my mom just texted me. She was like, lapsaw is waray. So we do mix the words.
We know.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mom.
mom. Lapsaw.
It's
day,
always
waray.
nice to have your mother correct us, right?
Yeah.
It just keeps us on our toes sometimes. Now,
Yeah.
now I'm scared. Now we're scared what to say, right?
Lapsaw.
Lapsaw.
I'll get it right next time. So
Okay.
lapsaw in Bisaya. Anyway, I want to say a huge congratulations to my good friend River Ebo, and our moms are best friends. Tita Nina is his mom. Hi, Tita Nina. Top of the morning to you. So River just opened his laundry business in Talisay.
Say what?
I know. So congratulations, River. I'm hoping that there'll be more branches opening soon. And
Unsa man ni siya kaning laundromat? No sa tawag kana?
yeah, laundromat.
Diha ka manglabas imuhang mga sanina. Unsa man ni kaning hand wash ni siya? Unsa man ni siya?
So this is a laundromat wherein you can pay for services for them to wash your laundry for you.
Kuhaan ba sila?
They'll take care of the ironing, the steaming,
Really?
and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can, especially
Asam
for
ni-
sheets, bitaw jiggy, that are
asam na
difficult
siya
to wash.
located?
So this is at 6045 Lifestyle Arcade in Biasong, Talisay.
Wow, layo-layo sa
Yeah, this is called The Good Wash Laundry.
The what? Say what?
The Good Wash Laundry.
We have the appropriate music for this.
Okay.
The Good Wash Laundry.
Okay, that's perfect.
Your sheets will smell like holy sheets. Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's perfect.
Holy sheets. right?
Okay, I'm gonna tell them to use that from now on.
We should be
Holy
there.
sheets.
We should be their marketing consultants, right?
Yeah. I'll tell him to. I'll tell him to stick with that now.
Daghang salamat sa imong pagpaminaw
Yeah.
diya Talisay.
Yep, and to all the listeners from Talisay, top of the morning to you all. Shout out also to the Cabusas family,
Oh.
who also owns the newly opened 6045 Lifestyle Arcade in Biasong, Talisay. So once again, the Good Wash Laundry is in the Lifestyle Arcade in Biasong, Talisay.
Where your sheets will smell like
Holy sheets.
holy sheets. And when you smell the sheets, go holy sheet, right?
Holy sheet, it smells good. It's so clean.
I know, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So congratulations to you, Ninong Carl, and
Okay.
also to River. I'm a hope to visit there soon. So yeah, guys, check it out.
On 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Tamang pagkain at exercise,
Edamame,
malinaw ang
karaage,
pakinabang.
kushikatsu, tempura, tontayaki, gyoza, amiyaki, kazi, butteju! Okasoba, magurodon, yakisoba, okonomiyaki, sukiyaki, gyudon, butteju! Takoyaki, hayashi, sobameshi, butadon, sushi, waramiboshi, hiyashiyame, butteju! All the best dishes.
From Japan.
Something
all
that's,
originally from Japan.
What day is it today? So you can see like
Friday.
no, like if it's something day.
And imagination as we
still on
transform
his
the
way to
entire
Paris.
house into a vibrant hub of artistic expression.
National Coming Out Day!
Is it?
Yeah, and
Oh,
instant
perfect.
intelligence. And learn
See,
something
let's talk
It's
about
also
that.
National Face Your Fears Day.
and hands-on
Yeah, we
workshops.
can also talk about that part. It's
Let's talk about both. Let's talk about
Yeah,
coming
bro.
out first, huh?
coming out and then fears and related to that.
October 17 until the 20th. Tops Art Fest 2024.
You are listening to the best of Cebu music from the old
You call it
to the new. 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Hey,
Hey.
what is this? It's good.
J. Craig. 105.1 TMC. You said thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's
It
Friday.
seems like it's a weekend every single day. Dili man gud sa 105.1
I
TMC.
know. It just
We don't have a distinction. If I didn't know that it was a Friday today until Kuya Magic mentioned it, Biyernes ang meron diya eh.
Yeah.
Kanang
Happy
Biyernes
Friday,
na ka
guys.
mga kaning mga traditions and mga kadaghanan sa mga ubang radio station kadaghanan Biyernes tukan na sa mga karaan.
Yeah.
Di ba? Mga
Like 80s or
mga 80s and
depends.
90s parang sa mga
So what's our what will
mga
be
karaang
our
tao, right?
not for us, not for us.
Dili mo ta karaang tao.
Yeah, not applicable to us.
Kuan mo ta mga bagong tubo.
So what should be our Friday tradition here?
What's up?
You go down to the entrance.
Normal lang atong Friday kuan tradition. But today we're celebrating so many things in the world, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell everybody unsa atong celebrate rong adlaw, Justin, because we just saw on Sunstar and the other dailies natay mga selebrasyon karong adlaw sa tibuok kalibutan.
Fact,
Yeah.
right? Unsa kay gahapon, was it gahapon or the other day?
Yesterday was
International Mental Health Awareness
Yeah.
Day. Gahapon,
Yeah.
di ba? So naghisgot og mental health awareness.
Yep.
how important it is and all of that stuff, right? So karon unsa man atong
So
celebrate
today,
karon?
it's World, I don't know if it's National, International, or World Coming Out Day.
What? This is like the perfect day for Ron, right? Today is International Coming Out Day.
International or national?
So si Ron ani kaning Kuya Magic, do you think he'll finally come out? Si Ron? Kuya Magic, paminaw diya. Do you think Ron will finally come out?
National Coming Out Day.
No comment. So dili siya mo come out pa di ay?
Like, come out of the recording room?
Yeah, come out of the recording.
The producer
That's
room?
what I meant.
Yeah, Ron's always there, guys. He's always working hard,
So
making
today
few
is
beats.
National-
National Coming Out Day.
So what does that mean?
So,
Unsa man ning
National
Coming Out Day? Mugawas ka sa imong balay unsa may pasabot ana? What does that mean?
Apparently,
Nga, if there's a day nga you will come out, it's today unsa man?
National Coming Out Day, or NCOD, is an annual LGBT awareness day
Okay.
observed on October 11th to support anyone, quote unquote, coming out of the closet.
Okay.
So this was first celebrated in 1988 in the States.
Wow.
Yeah, because for feminist and gay liberation rights. So yeah, they believe that the founders of this believe that homophobia thrives in an atmosphere wherein people are ignorant about these facts. So yeah, happy National Coming Out Day.
So what are we ignorant about? Hisgot maka-ignorant about the facts.
Yeah.
Unsa man pasabot nimo na Justin, unsa man ato ang what don't we know about being part of the LGBTQIA plus community that we're ignorant about. Unsa
Yeah.
man na ba kay mga amiga, mga kaila nga medyo mas makibaw ani nga topic?
Yeah, for sure. I think I have a lot more friends that are more knowledgeable about this than me. But I'm
Unsa man nahibaw nimo?
okay, guys. So I'm just searching up the net because I want to be as politically correct as possible.
No, you don't have to.
I hope that's fine.
You don't have to be politically correct.
Yeah.
Politically correct.
I don't know much about what it truly means to come out. I just know that people have to express themselves in a way that they can do that is important to them. So I do have some friends in this community, and I'll admit oftentimes we don't really talk about their sexuality, but I do know that it really matters to them that we can push this agenda forward. Wherein people as young as, because I've also had known a lot of youth who have difficulty in coming out, and they're afraid sometimes. The reality is they're afraid to tell people how they really feel and who they are and what their sexuality is, because they're afraid of being judged. And like you mentioned a couple of days ago, we are judgmental. That's our nature as human beings.
Yeah.
So
we're the sense making machines. That's what we are. We always try to make sense. That's why when we look at the clouds, we see like shapes of faces or animals or something, because we're trying to make sense
of what we don't understand.
Cloud nga random ra kay tanan ba. That's what I told you about. I think I told you about what's the term? What's the kind of thinking? Impressionism or no, sorry, that's an art form. Nga basta the philosophical point of view is that's why the world is we feel angry, we feel like the world should be a certain way, we feel like everything is chaotic, you think everything is wrong, because we imbue the world, the universe, a kind of order. But the default, you corrected me and gave a better word, the default mode of the universe is chaos. So kung arita sa kalibutan niya, magunahon natang it should be a certain way, then it feels stressful.
Yeah.
Then it feels like it's not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So mona siya. So I think part of that is also the LGBTQIA movement. Kaya kanang natao man tanga ang kalibutan is supposed to be like only man and woman, right? And all of that stuff, right? Now some of the books that we read say that's only man and woman, but
so there's a
all of
system in
sudden,
place.
All of a sudden, there's like, hey, but it's not just man and woman. There's this and that. So so murag some of us resist. Diba?
Yeah, resist the
ganana
change in the system.
Nga naman na. Grabe na kong babae o lalaki ra. Nga naman ang naman LGBTQIA, right? So mura na siya confusing na siya sa uban, right? So of course instead of trying to address their confusion by learning, masuko na lang sila.
Yeah. So
masayon man, mas convenient ka nang masuko na lang ko, di ba?
Yeah. So I think the lesson there really is you don't have to hate what you don't understand.
Yeah.
Everyone is ignorant in their own ways.
Yeah.
Everyone is ignorant in different things, and like you mentioned, different generations also have different standards, and the culture's imposed on them. So they're not used to that. I feel like people in the older generation sometimes yeah, like you mentioned, would rather respond in anger or in hate
Because it's
instead of
easier to be
understanding.
angry. It's more
Yeah.
anger is like the default feeling kanang masayon ba, di ba? Masuko na lang ka, di ba? Seriously, like kanang angry convenient man kay na good
Yeah.
because it's a strong emotion, right? So instead of studying, instead of learning,
Yeah.
masuko na lang ko.
Yeah, yeah.
Di ba?
Or rather just hate rather than
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So Ginamos Lami even says in the comments, wala man siguro problema ang pag-out sa usa ka LGBT member, but pushing your rights so much na makalimtan lang ang rights sa uban, dili adiha magkabingkil. Respect might be the right word. That's true. When you're pushing your rights forward, Jiggy, here's the thing. Some people always think that when I'm pushing my rights, I have to step on someone else's rights. No? And this was also the issue with feminism for a long time, wherein because let's say the status of females now is much lower than that of males, and we always think that to be equal, we have to step on the rights of males to be able to rise up. But that's not what equality and awareness is about. In fact, I believe that for LGBTQ members to somehow, push their agenda forward, it's not about saying their rights matter more than those who are straight or men or women.
I don't think that's not.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
not
what
the
they're saying.
case
That's
at
not
all.
what they're, that's not what they're saying.
So what they're trying to do is really just raise awareness so that they can somehow, I feel like the level of respect people have for straight people would somehow be at par with for LGBT. So good point, Ginamos Lami. Thank you so much.
If you want to join the conversation, please go to our YouTube Tops Media Center. The Ginamos Lami. What a beautiful point. Ritz Carbon Kilio. Dekang salamat ni mo diha.
Top of the
Zyric
morning.
Leon on Top of the Morning. You're listening to Jiggy Juice.
And Justine Arvias.
Where, of course, the show is called Top of the Morning, and we're
Yep.
talking about the National Coming Out
Out Day.
Day. You know what, Justine? Kind of manggong society, right? It always corrects itself, especially if you're in a democracy. Like if you're in a democratic society. Now I'm gonna correction of us and a perceived injustice, a perceived something that is unfair. For example, dili makatarungan, di ba?
Yeah.
Mo correct na ang society sometimes na overcorrection.
Okay.
Masobraan sad ba? Mo nang gistorya nimo bitaw nga pagtuon sa uban nga kanang to uphold the rights of the LGBTQIA.
You must step on someone else's.
You end up stepping up on others. That's just society overcorrecting itself because for a long time, grabe makina sila ka gikuan what's the term?
Oppress?
Oppress, right? Suppress, right? Na dili gid sila makagawas. Sila ra sa ilahang small community.
Yeah.
Kung may bawon siya nga, for example, na ay bayot diha or na ay tumboy diha, murag mauwaw sila, di ba?
Yeah, to make it known.
So they hide in their own tribes, right? So karon in this day and age, murag medyo okay naman, di ba?
Yeah.
Mugawas, di ba?
Yeah.
So
That's right.
Nakay nailhan, nakay amigo or amiga nga kaning murag in denial pa siya pag human eventually nigawa siya. Was it being celebrated or wala lang kaning it was just not a big deal?
Well, I do know a lot of the youth who have a difficulty with expressing themselves in a way that they're afraid sometimes unsay hunahuna silang parents, and that's very normal. I feel like in any taboo in our culture, Jiggy, especially kay dili kay nato naandan, and it's not something quite celebrated yet. Kay mauwaw gid sila express. So I remember I once had this friend way younger than me, who was talking to me about it, asking me, how should I bring about to my parents, and I really said, because they have such a close relationship with their parents, and he was afraid that if he would come out, then it would affect, how his parents would treat him, and that's the risk you have to take sometimes in being yourself. You have to risk people accepting you, but as long as you come out in a respectful way, I believe, Jiggy, then it would more or less people would also respect you, because if you are just gonna hide it and deny it and get into all these acts that just make everything worse, then you're not really truly being yourself. But when you're out in the open and you act in a respectable manner, and then you feel like you're not afraid to show who you are, then people will also respect who you are. But that's not always the case. Like you mentioned earlier, na aram mo gid ni mga judgmental people. So right now, hopefully, we're pushing this agenda for World Coming Out Day for not only people to be afraid to come out of their shell, but for the rest of the people around them to be more aware and accepting.
Morgan, I think the thing is really, we're talking about it's really about tradition ba. Mo inaandan gid
Yeah.
ba. So lisod gyud ka ng kanang
It's hard to rewrite good what's already been, But it's not impossible.
Ingrained
Exactly.
in your head since you were a kid. Murag na indoctrinate ka,
Yeah.
maura gyud ni, di ba?
Yeah, but if you were watching, I want to quote something from the the live action Cinderella film, wherein she said, just because it's the way that it was, it doesn't mean that it's the way it has to be.
Pasabta ko no ko anang
So just
quote.
because-
Binisaya ako no ng gamay kay murag Englishera ra kay kasang gabiha sin mo kay Englishera just you know it. Say what? Ni sugod ako sunggogin nagdugo na akong ilong.
Ay, nako.
Unsa
So
man
how
yun?
I would understand
Unsa
in
man ang-
Bisaya is
ibalik ko in
ibalik.
English in English.
So in English, it's just because it was the way it was, it doesn't mean that it's the way it has to be.
Okay, unsa may binisaya na?
So kanang dili pasabot ana na abi kay mao man na siya ang naandan kay mao na lang gid na siya ang dapat mahitabo.
Okay.
Am I correct? I don't know if I got it right.
Sakto man siguro.
Sige na lang.
Okay.
That'll do.
Okay.
So yeah, it doesn't mean it's gonna be difficult, and the road to awareness is always changing any system, whether it's for mental health, acceptance of a certain advocacy is always gonna be difficult. But the good news is, guys, it's not impossible. So I would say, as Jiggy mentioned earlier, the world is very chaotic. It's chaotic enough. So I feel like now is a time of all times to really spread positivity and love to make sure that the world is a better place. That is very cliche, yes, but I feel like the awareness starts with each and every one of us. So if each and every one of us could try to be at least a little bit more aware and
And a little bit more humble too.
humble, yeah.
Humble.
Okay.
I think humility is also important, guys.
Wow. In what way?
You don't know. You don't know what's going on, right? You don't know what's happening. You don't understand it, right? So reserve your judgment unless you understand it completely and totally. Then you can probably be more
So ay
vocal
pag
about it.
pinamay about
Ayaw-
something.
Exactly. That's the word that I was looking. Ayaw og pinamay, right? Ayaw pinamay. There's actually a cookie song.
Yeah,
ano,
Isig
pinamay, right?
Pinamay.
Yeah, Isig
We should
Pinamay,
play
right?
that on later on.
Yeah,
we'll
do
put that. Yeah.
We'll do that, yeah.
So I'd like to piggyback on that now. Humility in a way to humility to be more accepting of things. We
Then
can't.
you don't know everything.
Yeah, you don't know everything, so don't act like you do know
Yeah,
everything, and
yeah.
don't act like your view is the only
Yeah,
view that matters in
Yeah,
this world.
Yes. Some people, I notice this about people.
Sige.
I notice this about people. If, for example, if they're let's just say a lawyer or a psychology graduate or a priest or a doctor, right? They always look at the world from
Their
their
lens.
perspective, their lenses, right?
Yeah.
So kung abogado siya, ang iyang pananaw sa kalibutan through the eyes of a lawyer. If he's a priest, he looks at the world from the eyes of a priest, right?
Yeah.
If he's a doctor, from the eyes of a doctor, right? So nagud siya bias ba? And for us to think, not just them but also me, for us to think nga ang kalibutan is the way you look at it is I think
The only way.
to a kind of narcissism, a kind of delusion, right? We were talking about delusion
Yesterday.
and narcissism because no, the world from a medical perspective, sure, most of the things in life are medical, right?
Yeah. Based
No,
on science.
Yeah, based
Okay.
on medical gid siya, like kung saputon ka, there's probably a medical solution to that.
The way
right?
we think, the way we act can be explained by science.
Sakto ka,
Okay.
pero dili, you're not completely and totally correct. Sakto lang ka. There's a
Yeah.
degree of correctness in your point of view, but it's not the only game in town, sir. With all due respect, that's not the only game in town, attorney or doc or
Yeah, that's
padre,
true.
di ba?
Or father.
Kaya ang imuhang pananaw, kutubra sa imuhang naandan sad nga mga
Yeah.
facts and figures or
Yeah.
whatever beliefs or ways of thinking, ways of being. Dili ka sayop, di sa ka kanara napoy uban, di ba? So I think pareha ra gyapon na sa LGBTQIA, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang ilang pananaw sa kalibutan, lahi sila, di ba? Dili sila babae, dili sila lalaki or lalaki sila ilang feeling babae or the other side, right? Some even contend nga mura siya a kind of spectrum. I don't know.
Yeah.
I-
yes.
I
I've heard of that too.
I have some thoughts about that, but I'm not very confident nga I can talk about it.
Yeah.
But muro ko na
Me neither.
nag-spectrum ko, no? Muro ko na nag-spectrum. Katapitang sa Olympics, kinumdum katong boxer, nga kaning murag lalaki or babae ko na siya, whatever, right? You remember that?
No.
So, sa Olympics ba? Sa Olympics, you didn't follow the Olympics. There was this boxer.
Not all athletes.
Sa nga mura siya babae siya, competed as a woman, but they were saying she had like more male hormones or something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, she competed and eventually won the gold, right? So I don't know what is going on over there now because I just saw a headline nga murag they just found out that he's actually a man or something like that. I don't know. It's really confusing,
okay,
right? How do
okay.
you even define a man, right? What is a man? Like, do you? Because
Is it biological lang?
Yeah.
Is it ano?
No. For example, kanang ingon lang kag hormones, right? Hormones, di ba? Kanang hormones, that you can measure that, right? There's a kind of measure for that. So, what if you're female, but kay katumanggod siya kuno ra, kay I'm not sure about this fact. Katumanggod kuno siya, she has more male hormones. More
So
siyang
advantage siya
Oo.
in the
so,
ring.
So, but
Okay.
she was born according to
Biologically a woman.
a woman. Pero
Okay.
so na siya advantage, right? So
Yeah,
so unsa man
yeah.
na, like so pasabot na di siya makakompete kay naa siya a kind of mutation, a kind of defect, right? Unsa man na, like
Yeah, you know, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
formerly known as Caitlyn Jenner, we have Bruce Jenner, no, who's a transgender.
Yeah.
Ang bana ni Kris Jenner,
Olympian
papa
to siya,
ni,
Olympian to
yeah,
siya, di ba?
Olympian runner, and papa ni sila
Kim
Kim
Kardashian,
Kardashian.
yeah.
Right. So I remember he made a comment about how transgender should have a different category for the Olympics
yeah.
because he personally found it unfair from a biological standpoint.
Yeah,
No nga,
yeah.
if trans woman ka, for example, you were born as a
Yeah, but that conversation
Diba,
is
lisod
another
kaayo.
conversation
Oh.
because katong mong boxera good. From what I read, okay,
Mm.
I'm not completely confident about this. From what I read, she was born a woman. Kanang
Yeah.
transgender magud, that's an actual act nga imuhang with your own.
So wait, the
with
hormones.
with your own kaningkuan, your
Yeah.
own how do you call this? That you wanted it, right?
Ang
Imo-
iyang
imo man ang
hormones nga
decision,
male,
di ba?
that's not, dili siya self...
No, it
ano,
wasn't.
Ah,
No,
okay. That's
was
just
bo-
the way she was
born with it, yeah.
Ah, okay.
So mo na
I
siya,
see, I
lahi
see.
na siyang kang
Okay,
Kyle
okay.
Jenner. Kay si Kyle Jenner,
Si Bruce Jenner is
Bruce Jenner,
ano?
nagpakuan mo gina siya, nagpaputol, nagpaputol.
He went through a surgery for that, no?
Nagpaputol si Kyle Jenner.
Yeah. Si ano kasi ni? Bruce Jenner. Caitlyn
Naglibon
Jenner.
ako, naglibon siya.
Yes.
Ang iyang pangan
Ah, okay.
as a man is Carl, right?
No, it's Bruce.
Bruce Jenner.
That's his birth name.
She, or rather, he was an Olympian.
Yeah.
She
And then
he actually won gold medals, right?
Yes, he was very good. And
Yeah.
then he
Had a transgender operation and
and
eventually
then
became
came out as
a
Caitlyn Jenner.
A who?
as Caitlyn Jenner.
Very
and
interesting, right?
I'm a kind of a fan of the Kardashian show, so I do watch it. And I remember he was also having a difficult time coming out.
Yeah.
Imagine being a father for such a long time and trying to be a good husband to your wife, and then when everyone is settled in, na mga tiguang naman yung anak, everyone's doing well, they're successful. That's the time where he truly felt like he could come out. So imagine in relation to coming out day, how people have to hold back sometimes from showing their true selves and from expressing their true sexuality because murag dili pa right time. So the question is then, when is the right time? Ikaw, Jiggy, when to tell our viewers who might be struggling with that, when is the right time magyud for you to come out?
Of all the things that you want to do in life, the right time is now.
Okay.
105.1 TMC and Sunstar now brings you News Bites. And we have the latest news here from the cover page of Sunstar Cebu. Wi-Fi request leads to arrest.
Uy.
39 illegal Chinese nationals busted. What first appeared to be a routine fire inspection turned into a full-blown raid with 39 Chinese nationals staying at the resort arrested. The unexpected discovery began when the management of Happy Bear, I'm thinking
Bear, oh.
I'm thinking of beer in the
This
morning.
early in the morning.
Happy Bear Resort in Barangay Saavedra requested an upgrade to their internet connection.
Okay.
While the request may have been seemingly routine, it quickly caught the attention of Moalboal Mayor, slang na kayo si Justin Moalboal, Inocentes Titing Calderon, who was immediately suspicious. Cabaron said his office was alerted when the resort asked for a high-speed Wi-Fi connection, which often is a red flag for the setting up of POGO operations. And that news bite, idalit kaninyo sa 105.1 TMC and Sunstar. Go get a copy of Sunstar. They have digital copies available. And you can also follow them on Facebook at Sunstar Cebu to get the full story. And right now,
Ooh.
we have, this is such a coincidence because we were just talking about sports, right?
Yep.
And the LGBTQIA community.
Because after all, today is National Coming Out Day.
Yeah, and actually, if you think about it, today is the day for me to come out
Of the studio.
I am coming out very soon. I'm going to make a real revelation.
Okay.
Just stay tuned. But
When,
right
when?
now, karong taon. Chill lang diha.
Relax,
So
relax.
kinsa man atong guest, Justin? Go ahead.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us.
I'd like to introduce to everyone today good top of the morning. Good pag top of the morning pag no to Coach. Let's see here. Hold on. Hi, Coach. Coach Piconcilio.
Hi, good
Coach
morning.
Joel
Joel
Piconcillo.
Piconcillo. May bungkag
My
niya, sir.
bungkag, sir. Top of the morning to you. How are you feeling today, sir?
It's fine. It's just that coming from the training, it's a long way.
Kapoy.
Yeah.
Nag-sawm ka pa dong diri, sir?
No, we had an early morning training, 5 a.m.
Until what time, sir? 5 to?
Kinsa may imong gitrain?
Mostly the varsities from the UP and also the
Wow.
swimmers from the Maria Montessori
What time ka na
International
human,
School.
sir?
Almost 7.
Grabe no, 5 to 7? This is what I like about athletes. Grabe gid sila ka-discipline. Daghan kay kag fans karon sir sa atong live stream on YouTube on Tops Media Center. We have here daghan na comments si Gine Fernandez, Coach Joel. Lang left also said, Coach, kanigid si Apel. If you can only see sir, all caps gid ni iyang comment.
So, natay coach
Coach.
diri, swimming coach
Bianca
diri.
Santos, let's go coach. Daghan
Please
nag fancy.
share to all of your friends that Coach Piconcillo is
here right
live
now,
in the
guys.
studios of TMC Top of the Morning. That's the name of the show that he's in. And it's being hosted by Jiggy Juice and...
Justine Arvios.
Ang among gisgutan kaniya, sir, is kaning sports and the LGBTQI community ba. Unsa man imong feeling ana, sir? Unsa man imong stand ana regarding kanang mga atleta nga, for example, katong boxer nga born female pero na siya kaning mura og more testosterone or more male hormones ba, pero ni compete siya as male pero natawo siya as female. Like unsa may imong thoughts ana? So what do you feel about that?
Okay, before magod there's a competition, there should be a certain rules.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah. So if there's no rules, there should there's no fairness sa competition. So that's the guidelines for every competition. So if she was born biologically girl, so nothing to say. It's if na undergo nga examination nga to test nga she has a lot of just what like you said, yeah, testosterone. So it's gonna be another story. But if the rule says that if the girl is fighting, a biologically girl should be fighting the same biologically girl. So there's not
Even though naa siya biological advantage, okay ra gyud na siya. Kay babae man siya, di ba?
yeah. So but there's also a rule nga karon nga just like nga naay something nga naay mutation nga naay increase of
Hormones.
hormones. Nana sa murag i-test pod nga there's a certain level nga dapat dili siya mo go up ana.
Okay.
That's for the elite level na good.
So, even though a person is born female, for example, onya pag human ang iyang testosterone taas kayo tanan nga murag but it's naturally occurring in nature in her body pag human kumula pa siya dili na siya makakompete. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, naingon ana but if natural lang good, it's very impossible good. Kay if dili magyud na mo taas or if you are a girl good nga mo dili man siya natural nga mo taas yang testosterone
but you
pero
have to-
namang go gi-intake something.
Yeah, that's we're not talking about that anymore nga unnatural na induced na siya. We're talking about if it's naturally occurring in nature. Kung kay ba ka kanang evolution go di ba kanang evolution is evolution of survival of the fittest, right? Kanang mga it's all we are here born like this, but naay nga abomination ang nature, naay gamay nga lihas, naay gamay nga sayop, and then if that allows you to survive and thrive, then kana siya nga feature sa tao mo na siya mo padayon katong weak mo toy mamatay, di ba? So kanang human nature naagyo na yung mga weird occurrences ba, mga abominations, mga mutations ba, nga di ta kasabot sometimes, right? So it's really possible nga na may tabo inani na may tabo ana the field is infinite, right?
Yeah.
So kung naay if it's just occurring naturally in nature nga babae nga tao nga taas ka iyang testosterone, for example, that's not impossible, right?
Yeah.
So we have to investigate whether it was naturally induced or kaning occurring in nature good or inject siya or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So ang which brings me to the next question. What if taas kay kastandan? Right? Taas kay ka niya pag human dili ka pwede oy kay 7-footer man ka niya basketball niya human kaning 6-footer on mi kutob diri. So that's an abomination, right? Gigantism, for example, is a kind of disease, right? So dili na to mapilo na tagas kay kaning unnatural man, unfair man, di ba?
Yeah.
So it opens up a can of worms in a way nga kung gana, if you want to go there, then it's dangerous because now we don't accept all people in basketball because that's a disease that's
Yeah.
unnatural, right?
Yeah, before man
Abnormal,
anyone
abnormal,
yeah, yeah,
not unnatural, but abnormal.
yeah,
But
before anyone can join a sport, there should be a rule.
Okay.
Okay, so the rule should be followed. So if there's a rule that it specifies that katong mga tag-asog testosterone dili siya pwede, so mao na siya. So
Yeah.
that's the job of the
Organizers,
NSA or the International Federation to create a certain rule for that one para dili siya mo create og bias.
Okay.
Okay, so the sport should be for everyone. So mao gyud na gibuhat ang sport.
Sir, I would like to also ask, now today is International Coming Out Day. So ang pasabutan na is, the issue that we're looking at is a lot of these, for example, let's look at one category lang, ang mga youth, ang mga bata karon kay mostly, imuhang mga i-train kay mga, how old man sir, until 18? 19?
Yeah, now.
Okay,
Yes,
so
since
I'm
I have also college.
A
students.
college. Okay, so maybe like 17 to 19, 17 to 20 mga ana, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to look at that perspective. Sometimes kaning mga youth mahadlok sila og kanang express ilang self, ilang sexuality. Labi na in a sport nga dominated. For example, swimmers, no? And then you have an all-male swim team and one of them is happens to be gay. No, so kanang how is it like in sports, especially sa mga youth karon sa atong culture ba? Are they afraid ba sometimes to express themselves, to show nga bayot sila kay basin i-bully sila, basin i-discriminate sila, and labi na nga mo think pagid sila nga aka na siya banga na siya mo swim, or this person is not very competent in that sport kay gay na siya. What's your perspective, sir, as a coach?
It depends gyud na sa unsay culture or unsay culture nga nagdal sa coach sa inyong team and also the community. But
Okay.
sa mga lang sa swimming community, dili man siya ingon ana, as long as you are fast and you're enjoying the
Yeah.
the sport, there's no problem even if you're a girl or bayot or unsa na siya. Kay,
Okay.
in fact, naaman po yung mga swimmers karon nga again nga that's so fast and also under sa mga
Yes.
competing international level. So dili kay siya mo matter sa sports good, pero dapat lang good biologically male yun ka.
Okay,
Ato
mo
yun kasi
appeal lang ka sa proper category.
Oh, category.
So what are you looking for man gyud ay sir in a good swimmer? Unsa man gyud ay imuhang criteria if your team and the culture na imong gi-cultivate sa imong team kay you don't really care about their sexual orientation unsa na sila.
Okay,
So what do you look for?
This is what I'm running around now sa my team is undisciplined
Okay.
and also kining even if there are some of these swimmers nga talented gid siya, even if
Okay.
dili lang gyud kay mag-training, pero if dili man gud niya consistently doing the job or the task, maybe ang katong mga hard worker swimmers mo come up nga mas
Yeah.
ubit sa ilaha. So it should be with hard work. So there's
Okay.
a saying, hard work beats talent. So
Oh, I like that.
yeah. So dili gid sa ingon nga kaning diha dayon nga if talented ng bata maka-decide din ka.
Yeah.
So everything nga you will know the result during the gid sa competition. But in terms sa mga culture sa mga sa swimming team is I always say that everything should be the one to decide. So dili gyud nga
Di ka pugson.
dili ka pugson, dili gyud kay ka kuno niya. I really like nga I want my swimmer to become a productive individual. Disciplined. So if sometimes magod there are some of the parents they just want to put their kids in the
team.
swimming team. Muro lang may himuong yayo dito yung nanay. Pero sometimes if nindot lang ang culture, maka-socialize, maka-make friends, and then mo change na sila ilahang
Yeah.
behavior. So that's
because
the
I think ultimately in sports, especially if it's a university or a school setting, right? The ultimate goal, I think the most important goal is not the winning, right?
Yeah.
It is really the lessons of sports, like
Sport.
discipline, like
Attitude.
the lessons of learning, the lessons of losing, right?
Yes.
Para nako grabe kay na siya nga powerful lesson, di ba? Kay some people man are not exposed to losing, right? Sige
Yeah.
na sila kada sige na sa kag medal, sige sa kag star,
Yeah.
like namtay culture karon nga sige lang tag murag
Win, win, win.
especially nga
Murag-
spoiled yun ang bata.
spoiled jud kay mga bata kay
Oo.
kinumdum ko kada uli sa akong mga anak katungon nga high school kaning preparatory pa sila kaning naslay star kada adlaw like what you had no bad day, you gotta be kidding me. In sports magud mapildi man gyud ka, di ba?
Yes.
Gwapo kay nga lesson nga mapildi ka, di ba?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to the parents nga why mo join man ta ni the opponents are so strong. Ako gingnan no. You have to be there to showcase what you are trained for.
Okay, love
So
that.
it doesn't matter if you win or lose. So if you can just beat your personal best time, that's it. Then a medal is just a bonus.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So, the winning additional na
you should be
siya.
beating yourself.
Wow.
Don't think about the others. So if that's your time for now, then you can improve that one. Then that's already an achievement.
Okay.
Muna masabot mo just hisgot agapon katong narcissism and delusion, right?
Yeah.
Kanang mga tao nga mo achieve over the what's expected of them. There has to be like a level of
Mark, I think I would call it, yesterday I was thinking about that, no, grit na siya.
Yeah,
Paningkamot
grit,
yun na siya.
paningkamot
No, we've
na
heard
siya.
about that term a
Yeah.
lot. Nasikat na over the years, grit.
There's actually a book
No?
about that became like bestseller about grit. Kanang grit man good. Matudlo man ang grit. Kana bitong maningkamot ka maski lisod ka
Lisod
isa
na,
na
yeah.
nakaproblema na ka.
Yeah.
Daghang kay kag problema. Let's say for example, padon
Personal problems.
yeah,
Yeah, mag-exams pag yun yung mga bata, kada
so-
students
So,
also.
unsa man na sir kaning matudluan ba na ang tao og grit? Unsa binisay ng grit?
I don't know sa...
Grit, sige na,
Grit.
I-grit na ko Justin Good. Mo na pasabot mo ang grit dili.
No, I think G-R-I-T.
GRI.
Unsa man nga grit?
Grit.
Yeah, unsa man na?
Ang akong
Mo na
pasabot is
kanang,
more siya
hey, that's
paningkamot.
great. No?
No, it's pag grit ni mo, happy birthday.
Unsa man nga grit ah?
Ikaw, sir, do you think you can teach your students grit? Unsa man na siya?
Actually, I have a swimmer kining not your problem regarding on that kind of word.
dili
Kanang yes, in training, it's maayo gyud kay tanan. Grabe ka kusog. Pero in actual race, murag
Mahadlok
makafeel na
siguro?
og pain o unya
Okay.
ingon ana, and then if lahi magod sa actual race kay grabe ang intensity nga imong i-perform unya.
Yeah.
Inaagi certain level dito nga need nimo nga mo grit gyud kang imo yung
Okay.
agwantahon. You have to endure the pain. So
Okay.
naiuban nga dili kayo taas ang ilahang
Endurance.
tolerance. Yeah, ang pain to pain tolerance.
Okay, okay. So I think I really that's what I like about athletes, the lessons on grit, tolerance. Those are life lessons.
Yeah.
For now, mahuna-huna lang nina. I'm in a competition. Like right now, I gotta think about surviving this contest. But in the long run, when they grow old, they will carry those lessons for
Yeah,
life.
even just waking up early in the morning.
Kana.
Just
Lisod
already
kayo na.
it's hard.
It is an entire production just waking up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes,
Working
yes.
lisod, just
Yeah.
deciding to get out of bed. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Right?
Lisod naman ganina.
Not only can do that.
Oh, not
Yeah,
everybody can do
that's
that.
true, not everyone.
That is actually a skill. Getting out of bed
Yeah,
is a
definitely.
skill.
Showing up to practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kapoy na, dili na lalim, di ba?
Yeah, to think, it's 5 a.m. So you
Yeah.
have to be
Yeah.
wake up.
Wait, so
mga 30 minutes
these
before.
kids, coach, after nila train, classy ba? Good?
Yes.
So, how about after class? Do they train as well?
Yeah, it depends
oh
on them.
my goodness, Jiggy. Can you imagine how hardworking these kids
I
are?
know, right?
Umata para mag-training and then in the afternoon, the whole day, classy. Yeah, in afternoon, training na po, no?
Yeah.
God.
And can you imagine the amount of time management that they have to work with?
Gee whiz
Right?
Louise.
To study and to train.
And
wow.
not to mention ang role sa parents ana. Kay mo na mo hatod,
Yes, yes.
kuha, mo na
Yeah.
maghuwat, di ba? Mo na mo suporta, mo na bayad, di ba? Sa
Oo.
tanan, di ba? So,
Mao na ang bago na mo ron nasriyahan with the parents nga they saw daw they read a statement daw sa Facebook post nga naghinambugay kuno sa gatas.
what do you mean?
Kanang pamahalay daw.
Mas lamin niya akong gatas.
Gingnan, nay reply dito. Wait lang mo if mo enter nag-sport yung bata. O sa kagasto.
Kana. Uniform.
Nakinumdum ko
And,
ang ako ang
yeah, how-
na mag-football to si Von, akong son, right?
Yes.
To make Bacolod, to
Oh,
make
mobiyahe.
Manila. So my goodness, you know what I mean?
Accommodation lang.
So,
Yeah,
ang
kana pala,
aeroplano,
no?
ana,
Kaya
niya.
lang, no?
So, my goodness. So,
The things parents do get to cultivate their
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah.
no? But for you, Jiggy, as a parent of an athlete, no?
a parent of an athlete.
Let's
I like that.
Yeah.
I am a parent of an athlete.
You're a soccer. That's called like soccer dad. You're a soccer dad,
I am a
basically.
sucker.
Dad. No, as a soccer dad, no, I would like to hear the perspective na like I'm sure you don't regret putting Von Gid in sports.
Absolutely.
So what's the for you? What's the greatest thing about putting your kid in sports? Let's encourage the parents,
Yeah,
no?
I think one of the greatest lessons I've already said this. It's really the losing part. Okay, you know, like kana magong winning good. It's easy to you celebrate and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
celebrates.
easy to celebrate.
Yeah, kaning of course you understand already what it takes to win, right? So kasabot
Yeah.
mo nana kay mo og yardstick, nana kay mo og barometer bang inani di ay inani ko maninguha para makadaog ko, di ba? So that you try to replicate it, right?
Yeah.
And then if you don't do it, Mapildi ka, di ba? So it's frustrating, right? And life is gonna give you blow
Exactly.
up. Life is gonna knock you out, man.
You're not a winner every day.
Exactamundo. And really, the lesson of losing for me is one of the most important components of life. In fact, there has been a study nga kanang mga cum laude, kanang mga bright kay tanan, they accomplish, great things, but mura bitog they thrive in a corporate world. Mura sila kaning their measure of success
It's
is
only boxed to that.
controlled because they want a controlled environment because they cannot be in a situation
Nga
nga mapildi
unpredictable.
sila, mapildi
Oo,
sila,
mapildi.
nga banga sila, right? So
Kana.
makadto na sila sa
Kung asa sila sohito.
Oh, so hito sila. Dili na sila
okay.
mga og laing lugar. So daghan kay ko mga kaila, mga classmate ko atong una nga mga
Yeah.
cum laude kuno, pero ang ilahang gitrabahoan is really like a corporate world lagi na
Yeah.
putol bagid sila diha. Kay dili sila ganahan nga mo experiment, mo explore nga basig mapildi pa lang ko.
That's true.
Bitaw, tinuod.
Yeah. You know,
Namo kay ibang tao nga dili ganahan mo gawa silang comfort zone.
even in the swimmers siguro no, when it comes to beating their time, siguro mahadlok pa sila to try something
Yeah.
out, no? Would you agree
Mao
with that,
gina
Coach?
challenge po na sa swimmer.
Before we ask you, Coach, to promote your event, no, I'd like to ask one more question lang, Gid.
Go ahead.
Although I'm sure your fans here, imong mga students here, kay they want more. Just like to ask, what is your message to the mga youth who are looking up to these swimmers of yours? A lot of them are, trained. They're the best. They understand what it means to have grit, to win, and to lose. So kanang wala pa sa swimming team, kanang nanganduy town to join a swimming team
Or
to be
naminaw
the
na to
best.
karon, naminaw na
Yeah.
karon.
What's your advice to them, sir?
Okay, it's not only for the swimming lang ha, since I'm a swimming coach. It's
Yes, all sports.
everyone from the youth should be part of anything away from the drugs. Kanang
Okay.
karon nga problema karon nga kanang dili mabisi sila even dili sa sports, even in arts, drawing, painting, something.
Okay.
Nga di malayo lang sila ato. Then karon pod ang most good karon nga problem sa mga parents, sa mga youth is ang screen time.
Oh, I'm guilty
Yeah.
of that.
The interwebs,
Patay.
Mao
the
na-
drug of choice of the new era. Yes.
Drug
Mao
of
na
choice.
grabe kay nga problema karon anya ang effect gyud sa bata is murag ma-anti-social siya.
Okay.
Grabe kayo niya. So hyperactive.
Yan na, mabuang na uban, di ba? Dili
Pero
na magawa sa balay, di ba? Kanang mga gamers, di ba?
Yeah.
Marag
Nagay mga kids nga mga mga gatherings unya kanang nga bata dili siya makig-socialize, mas prefer niya adto sa balay
sige
kay
tuplok
magsige lang
Cellphone.
cellphone.
Okay, nung dum juga na mga manay party sa. Party just did. Ang mga tao
Yep,
sige
yep.
lang tuplok silang
Yeah.
iPad ug cellphone, right?
Yeah.
And I was probably guilty of that until I was made aware. Hey, like, so you have to have a certain kind of
Murag
self.
outlet.
Outlet
That's the
yun siya.
term, right?
Oo.
Outlet. Okay. So your advice, sir, is for not only sa swimming, not only sa sports, but basically be productive. Mo mong words,
Yeah.
sir, no?
Yeah, be productive individual. So
Okay.
Be productive.
yeah.
I like that. So it's also not that's an advice not only to our listeners today that are swimmers, aspiring athletes, but also to the families and the
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah.
Kaya ultimately, sila man gyud ang mo support silang mga bata, no? And that's why I salute gyud all our athlete parents.
Athlete
Kay
dads.
the kids will not be able to go into that without them.
We are called soccer dads.
Soccer dads, swim moms, swim titas.
We are such suckers for our kids, right?
Yeah. So, well, for the development of your kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're here live with Joel
Peconcilio.
Peconcilio, swim
Yes.
coach of what particular school is this?
Maria Montessori
Maria
International.
Montessori International
International
School. Is this the
School.
one in Talamban?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful campus right there. And if you want to join the conversation, please join us at Tops Media Center on YouTube. We have a chat group here that's pretty active. Maybe you can say hi to them.
Yep.
On Facebook, it's Tops Media Center. You can message us there. Not sa aming website, Tops Media Center. Atong naminaw sa radio, 105.1 TMC. Daghang salamat. Paghuman, kung ganahan mo text na mo, na aming text number, ganahan mo join sa among conversation. We're talking about international or national coming out day. We're also talking about sports and swimming because we have a coach here in the studios of 105.1 TMC. We're 2,000 feet closer to heaven. That's where our studios are. You can text us at 0999-887-6070. That's 0999-887-6070. And everything is happening here at Tops. There's an art fest happening very soon, this October 17. Listen.
Immerse yourself in the world of art and imagination as we transform the entire TOPS into a vibrant hub of artistic expression. Explore our curated exhibitions and interactive installations and learn something new through our talks, demo.
In a bit, sir, we'll ask you to promote the event. But for now, we're talking about sports in general. Kasi sakto dito yung Grigo, no nga. The addiction of the kids nowadays.
Bro, wala pa King Spade, bro.
Mas alarming bro ng kuhan.
Sa man, sir, ang for drugs, na?
Karon magdi na kayo ang drugs.
Okay.
Internet.
Social media. So, imong students, sir, you would say, are very outgoing. Dili na sila kanang bitaw dili gid sila kaduana, no? Kaya training time is training time.
Especially in the water.
Yeah. So, you're gonna allow them to use cell phone.
You can say hi to everyone, they can hear you now.
Yeah, by the way, sir, imong students can still hear you now. Bisag off atong mic, they can see you sa mga camera. Hi, guys!
Hi guys. Hi, my swimmers from Maria Montessori International School.
Yes, and the other schools,
And
ha?
also from the University of the Philippines.
Yeah, nadiri si Coach, guys.
Media Center.
Somebody is asking here, Zyric Leona, Coach, naabang mo yung mga swimming lessons?
Yeah, we have swimming lessons sa Maria Montessori International School, but for they learn to swim, it's only during summer.
Okay.
Right now, after school or before school is only enhancement and competitive program.
Okay. So, if they want to know about the swimming lessons, we can check out sa we can ask information sa Maria Montessori International School, siguro, no?
Yeah.
Summer na siya, sir?
Yeah, every summer.
Summer lessons, guys. Okay.
Shout out to Appel. Hi, Appel.
Appel. She says, watch out, Coach.
Zyric, what's up, Zyric?
Yeah.
Woo! Top of the morning.
Ayo kailan mga, you know these ones, sir?
Yeah.
Macro, there's a lot of them. Isaiah Gourmet, my goat.
Irish, what's up, Irish?
Hey guys, I hope you like. Guys, aside from saying hi to your coach, you can also request songs, okay? So if there are any
Saya.
songs you want to listen to, type them here on the chat and then we'll listen to them. Let's see here. Is this your first time in Tops, sir?
No, dili siya first time. First time ko naging.
Here lang sa studio. Ay. So, as you can see, lahi ra gyud among view. Natabunan lang kay init gamay.
Bitaw.
But our station view, that's why we always call it the highest station.
Do
Natin
they have
sa
an
top.
event to plug? Do you have an event to plug?
Kaning single age swim meet.
Single age? Single age? What was that?
Single age band
What's up,
and
single-
masters.
What's up, single age ba?
If usay mo ang age, maura gyud mo kontra. Sa 7.
Dili siya kanang range, kanang range.
Dili sa
70,
age
20. Interesting. Can you do a live intro of your song? Like, hi, this is Justine.
Sure. Mine?
Yeah.
What song is this now? Waves? Yay!
Wait, you want waves?
Both of them? Okay.
Waves laki dagat man, waves laki.
Sige. Oh, yeah, sure.
After the song,
Okay.
come up with a
What do I say? Hi, this
Whatever.
is Justine Arbias, and you're listening to the highest radio station.
whatever you want. Man.
Okay. I introduce my next song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so fucking deluded, man. Smells like piss now. Sometimes you just have to fool your system to drinking coffee, man. Right? Imagine you're drinking coffee, but you're not.
Bianca Santos, coach, says, kung wala lang class, surely mas daghan pang swimmers na mag-support kay coach. Kay best coach man yan diri sa Cebu. Bianca Santos.
There are also a lot of good coaches.
Yeah, that's true. I used to take swimming lessons. Bata pa kay kanto sa Sacred Heart Center, bitaw. And
And then
then-
mo Coach Bayo.
Sa Ateneo de Cebu.
Yeah.
Yes. He was my teacher sa PE. Siya, ang iyang anak
May
karon.
teach kasi sa ano yun?
Wala, nag-apply ako dito before, pero nag-teach ko dito summer before sa Learn to Swim.
Kay hang daughter,
Si Summer.
si Summer, ang name, also used to swim. Ay, natin dito sa Cebu.
So, kanang coach there, so, makorek na mo.
5.1 TMC, you're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right beside me this time is Justine Narvios. You know what's weird, Justine?
Yeah.
You know what's weird and
What's weird?
uncomfortable?
What?
Kana bitong imong ibaligya imong kagalingon?
It is, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
You know what I mean? Like, you toot
Toot your own horn?
You toot your own horn. Lisod kay na sa ano, kanang ingon ka nga, ako i-hire kay maayo kay kong host. Why kalupig na ako? Grabe kay kong talent. Akong vocabulary perting taasa. Pwede ko magbinisaya akong gana. Weird ka na ba? It's so difficult to sell yourself, right?
It is,
Right?
but if you think of it as selling yourself, you'll always feel bad. But if you think of it of just being proud of who you are and what you make, then okay
I
lang.
was even telling Kuya Magic, you can't make a stinger
Say what?
of your own show because it sounds like you're like, I am so good. You know what I mean?
Promoting
So
yourself.
I want you to be in an uncomfortable situation
Oh,
because this is what
no.
TMC is all about.
Putting people like-
ourselves in uncomfortable
Comfortable
situations so that we will improve and become more deserving of a higher place.
I like that.
Okay.
Higher place,
So-
aka heaven.
Yeah. So, Justin, I want you to toot your own horn and sell yourself and the song
Okay.
that I'm about to play
Oh my goodness.
right now.
Okay, for the record, no, I wouldn't think of this na lang as tooting my own horn. I just wanna,
Yes, you are.
share with all our listeners my next song. So this is
Yes,
my
you
latest
are.
song under Viva Records. Since we have a swim coach with us today, this song is called Waves here on TMC 105.1, The Best of Us.
Sabi, tubig, oh.
Promote na lang.
Ikaw, nakagwapo kayo ni Kata, ha? Nindot kayo ni
Yes,
Kata.
wow.
Right? It's weird, right?
Yeah, I just
That's why you have managers, right? That's why they're like agents,
for you.
right? That's why you hire a
Katay
recording
said no
company.
that we have a swim coach and then the song is called Waves. Floyd Serban says, "Go coach." One of your students, sir. Weekends, do you train on weekends as well, coach?
Saturday only.
Saturday. Okay.
There are a lot trying to make my Sunday. I thought I want to give it to my family.
Yeah, that's true, coach. Mabasic na tang. Imagine if they had trainings on Sunday. Ikaw po, Jiggy, like, if sila Summer and Yvonne had trainings Sunday, ang parents mo complain po siguro, no? Grabe, wala mo kay tayo for us.
Kuha na gano'n, sambo kayo ng parents.
Or you, inganak ka nga parent before?
I was the sambo. For na, lagi mga parents, complain kanang sambo ka na.
Kachay ka na, coach, when you have to make a team, di ba, sometimes ang ipa-compete for this contest kay 10 ako. Then, masuk ko nga parent na wala na
Oh,
i-take
pilang anak, ulo!
Basta if late nimo or di dayon nimo ma-inform ang mga parents mo ginasya. So dapat inform gidaan siya.
Sa list? Sa line-up?
Anong ma-appeal siya dito sa line-up?
Pero mo lagi, like, the school also wants to win, right? Because winning, Mura is a kind of advertisement of the school, right? We have
Kaninga winners.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
we're like not only good at the academics, we're also good in sports, right? So lagi pressure from the president, from the one to win, right?
Yeah.
Pero ang objective mo sa sports in a school institution, educational institution is really to teach the children, right?
Not really to win.
Oh, not really to win, right? Pero so ikaw lagi mabilin nga di ka duwa, di ba?
No,
For example, kang dili ka makadaog or banga na siya, di ba? Dili mo padwaon, di ba? Right? So kapoy kay nasa as a coach nga magranggol, like
Sa lang is dali man siya ma-identify kay measurable sport man siya. Unlike atong judging lang ba nga pwede na lutuon nga kini siya murag minanid. Pero naa siya gamay nga kuan pero katuwa sa mga sa swimming is mag-base man yun sa time.
Performance, so it's not bias. And now mo gina record.
Namagid siya mga database nga he
Yeah.
is a good on this event so kini this event. So,
Yeah.
nagid siya kuan ba.
So fair siya.
Oo.
Sir, we'll ask you to introduce in a bit, sir, ha? Ready lang ta? The event.
105.1 TMC.
Of the morning to all of you, maing bungkag sa kanatong tanan. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Jessie Narves. We want to say top of the morning to all our viewers. Coach, you have so much fans here on the chat.
Before we get that, I need to read this part. Ingon ko
until you
siya
say.
ni is Saya Gourmet. Kinsa man is Saya Gourmet. It's not selling yourself. It's providing your value to others.
Thank you, Isaiah.
But na may daghan nga naidaghan singer, naidaghan nga DJ, naidaghan nga host, naidaghan nga swim coach.
Yeah.
Nga ako man yun. Right? Seriously, right?
That's true.
I don't consider myself particularly good at what I do. Ano ako yung gano'n i-promote? Because panginabuhi man, di ba?
Because you have to.
Because it's a living, right?
No, but then also that is why we have TMC, the top of Cebu, so that we can be the ones to promote for you guys. So if you guys have songs that you want to play, if you guys are too shy, kanang mga new artists, for example, or even not even in art, any kind of art, you want to push forward your visual art.
Coffee art. You want coffee art?
Yeah. Then we'll help you out through our events as well,
yes.
di ba?
Na may Art Fest karong October 17 until the 20th.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Grabe kayo tanan, my goodness. Gipaningot ko in interview sa mga
Tanan
artists,
mga
mga
artists.
bugat gay ba mga these are national treasures we're talking about.
They are.
Grabe jud kay. I was so honored to have been able to talk to 3 or 4 of the great artists to come from Cebu. Silang Mar Vidal, silang
Josemarie Picadilly.
Picornell.
Yeah.
Don't get confused with our swim coach here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sir is
and si Celso and all of that
we're glad to have them.
So if you want to be able to see them and talk to them, maybe interact
see
with
their
them.
artworks,
Yes.
join workshops.
Yes, you can listen to us because we have a regular show here at TMC called the Tops Art Fest 2024. But of course, our event is actually free if you think about it. Just enter Tops na minimum fee. Gamay na kayo
Gamay na kayo.
Pag human, you can enjoy all of that. You know what?
All day.
I'll tell you a little secret.
Sige, go.
Hapon sa hapon, we were here all day, right?
Yeah.
There was like a huge painting that rumor has it is like worth by the millions of dollars, right? Not pesos, dollars. Karga na to diri padung sa event space. Eventually, display ni siya for all of us to see. So, something happens to you if you see a great work of art.
Yeah.
Murag,
It changes something inside of you.
Forever sometimes.
Yeah.
Grabe jud kay sanan. In fact, artists also need to be exposed to different kinds of art forms as well, right?
Exactly.
Kay lahi maginamutan-aw jud ka sa artwork ka makakita ka sa 3D niya sa side view niya
appreciate its elements.
Appreciate yung ganiya ba makibaka unsa pag-brush niya and all that stuff.
Especially when you understand the story behind the art piece as well.
So mo gani rason ngano nga ang Pilipinas is such an artistic country, right? Because we were exposed to different kinds of art forms through books and to actual paintings by our pre-colonial our colonizers like the Spaniards, right? They exposed us to different kinds of arts from all over the world. So this is a kind of also exposure to local artists. Nga makakita sila og mga world changing artworks, right?
Not to mention how Cebu is a hub for talent. So,
oh my God.
You know, there are so many budding artists.
Unsa daghang bading artist? Unsa man ang bading artist?
Budding, B-U-D-D-I-N-G.
Unsa man ang bading artist?
Dili day budding.
Bading, dili bading.
You know, like kind of growing artists.
Lahi man ang bading.
Lahi day na guys, my bad. So many budding artists that are just looking for an avenue to learn and share their art pieces. So if you want to expose yourself to that, come to Tops on October 17th to 20. We have so much in store for you guys. Workshops, showcases.
Or listen to 105.1 TMC in our show called the TMC Tops Art Fest 2024.
Yeah.
And live in the studios of 105.1 TMC is our swim coach from MMIS, right? Memes, right?
Yeah.
Is swim coach Joel Peconcilio.
Right, sir?
Paselo ako, sir.
So, good morning to Coach Joel Peconcilio and all his viewers. No, grabe ha. Check out the comments, guys, on Tops Media Center on YouTube.
You're burning the chat,
Grabe,
bro.
all your... look at the comments, Coach.
God,
Coach Joel, the GOAT. Coach Joel is king. Crown. Fire. All your swimming, your swimmers are ano.
Kanang kandingon nga swimmer coach ba?
Oh my God!
Impossible man na.
How do you solve that? Unsa man ba kung ang tao di ganahan mabasa pag kuman
Ganahan siya mag-swimmer.
Mo compete siya sa swimming. Pwede ra mag-practice siya sa kaning dry land lang. Pwede ra dili.
Dili po.
Dili po. Kung good ni coach nga kailangan yun ka.
Mabasa yun, di ba?
You have
Yan ang
to.
naging mabasa.
Ay, nako.
Coach, kaninga, I have a question. You have a competition. That's why you're actually here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everybody about the swim competition so that we can already start talking about our topic for today, which is, of course, World or National Coming Out
Day.
right?
Yeah.
This is the day. If you have to come out, it has to be now. So, Coach, tell me about the event that you're organizing or you're helping organize and promote. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning. So we have an upcoming event this coming November 9 and 10. So this is the Cebu Race Pace Swim Club Single Age Bond and Master Swim Meet. So the competition will be held at the Cebu City Sports Complex. So this is an age bond. So this is new to this here in Cebu. So if unsay mong age, that will be your competitors. Then we also include the masters. So the masters age will be starting from 25 to 29 up to the 50 years old and above.
Okay. All right.
So, is this open to all schools?
Yeah, this is open to everyone, including PI members or non-PI members. So this event is also sanctioned by Philippine Aquatics Incorporated, our national sports association here in the country.
Wow.
So hopefully there will be a lot of teams, including
Yeah.
outside of Cebu.
Yes. They're also invited.
Yeah, they are also invited to come here. But yeah, so just join and see us to be part of the event. And
Is this the first time you're doing this or annual siyang event or bi-monthly? Unsa man ni siya?
this is actually an annual event. So
Okay,
we are
okay.
How many years naman ni siya?
this one. We changed the title since it's just a description lang. I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah, so we changed the title. So
So it's a new title now for the contest.
Yeah.
So the venue of
The venue
event?
is still the same. The big event,
Which
there
is where?
The Cebu City Sports Complex.
Oh, they have.
Okay.
You know, that's not the same because they actually changed and improved the swimming pool, right? Because of the
Yeah.
Parong Pamansa, right?
Oh.
So it's going to be a
Alright.
better looking swimming pool,
Sir,
right?
for those who would want to join this contest, Coach, where can they what do you call this? Register.
Register.
They
Sir,
can just contact me through my number
Go ahead.
096161
Oh,
Yeah.
slow down. Zero. Let's put it on the chat.
We'll put on the chats,
Okay,
Coach. Huh?
09
6161
0961 61
77
77
010.
010. Imo ning personal number, Coach.
Okay.
Patay
Yes.
na ka, Coach. Tibok kalibutan. May bawon na siya. May bawon na siya
They
imong
can
telephone
also
number.
send an email to
Email or email.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Scarf and Red.
What?
Scarf
Scarf.
in red. Just
Scarf and
and red.
A-N-D and
I-N. Red.
Scarf
in
in
red.
red.
Scarf in
Okay.
red. Okay.
It's one word then
Okay.
at gmail.com.
gmail.com. So
Okay,
maka-email
perfect.
po ka ni Coach Joel diri sa scarfinred@gmail.com or text him or call him at 096161777010. Sakto ba, sir?
Yeah. They
That-
can also message me through Messenger. Just
Okay.
search my name there. You can
Okay,
see.
so si Coach Joel Peconcilio.
Dakang
Yeah.
salamat, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
It's a
So,
pleasure
guys,
to talk to you.
we're
Let's give
encouraging
them a
all
round of applause.
Cebuanos and even those outside of Cebu to join the Single Age Band and Master Swim Meet 2024 this November 9th to 10th at the Cebu City Sports Complex.
Yeah.
So, show your pakitang gilas, what do you call that? Show what you've got. And yeah, we hope to see a lot of swimmers there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presence
Dakang
today
salamat, sir.
and
Thank you,
for
sir.
joining
Thank you,
us.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Ang tak na natong karon is now 10:15. You're still listening to Top of the Morning. Maing bungkag sa kanatong tanan. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Jessine
Our
Arvias.
topic for today is, of course, National Coming Out Day. Morning adlaw of all the days of the year nga magawas na lang ka, di ba? So
No staying inside.
You will come out of the closet, right? If you
Yeah.
had to pick a day, right?
Today's the best day.
Today is the best day.
Yeah.
It's okay. We still love you. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter, right?
Later on, we'll be asking siguro our viewers,
the-
what would be the best way to come out?
Yeah.
Because I'm curious of that. No, do you just blatantly just wake up and say, "Hey, mom, dad, I'm actually this and that," or like, how would you do it? Would you like probably bake it in a cake and then put a message on the cake and
And says
it says,
what?
I don't know, like actually,
Or you can go and like.
would you send them a text?
Wake up your parents and go, "Tada! Mom, I am gay."
I know. I know. We're just trying to make it light for you guys. But I want to know what do you think is the best way to come out?
Justin, we talked about this before. Sometimes you have to be ready to receive information, right?
And it's difficult.
Yeah,
That's
you have to be
difficult.
ready to receive information. Okay, sometimes if you're not primed, if you're not ready to receive something, what is this you're gonna?
Always, yeah.
What is this you're gonna?
Yeah. If you're not open-minded.
Kaya lang yun ang priming. This is how social media actually works, right?
Okay.
For example, you don't like person number one, for example. Let's call it, right?
Like a celebrity.
Yeah, whatever. Like maybe like a politician, for example.
Okay.
Let's talk about how they do it.
Sige.
So, but you like cooking,
Okay.
you like biking, you
Okay.
like
Music.
traveling.
Okay.
So, if you see the thing that you don't like doing the things that you like,
Yeah.
eventually there's going to come a time
You
when
warm up to them.
You warm up to them.
Exactly.
And then they will ask you to do something like vote for them, and then they
Yeah,
will.
exactly. So that's part of their-
That's the way it works. That's
Oh.
why social media is so sinister, because you can actually transform a person's point of view by simply nudging them slowly
Yeah.
into the direction that you want, right? And you're not even aware of it.
Yeah.
You're actually
It's subconscious.
You're actually beginning to like this guy.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's not so bad. Who told you that this
You know,
guy
it-
was a piece of
Yeah.
whatever, right?
I think in a more cynical or negative point of view, it does seem like that. No, wherein you're nudging ideas that it's a sinister. But I would always would prefer to see technology and social media as a way to push forward avenues that things that you weren't necessarily leaning towards, and then you'll end up accepting it. Like for example, World Coming Out Day, right? If you saw it enough, because we had our mga news platforms posted. Sunstar, shout out to Sunstar, post about it too this morning. And if you've seen that a lot on your page, then perhaps it'll somehow pique your interest and you'll be more curious about it. So instead of it being a sinister avenue, I would see it as like a platform to encourage people, right?
Yes. Whatever it is that you want to say, if you have an open line of communication, right? Kaya mag-istoryanay mo, naanad na sila bang istorya nila ninyo tanan, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah,
takes
yeah.
time also, right?
And bringing anything up to someone, if dili mo close, maglisod gid ka, you'll really have a hard time explaining something to someone whose mind is closed. So maybe I just thought of something. Maybe the best way to come out for World Coming Out Day is to start slowly. So you have to build up that murag i-prime sa nimo imong parents ba. You know, and that, for example, you want to come out to your parents and you're not necessarily close to them pa. You guys don't really talk about much. So you have to find out small topics to talk about throughout the day. First, dili nimo kaliton og, hey, dad, what do you think about LGBTQ? Because then, you know, dapat small topics sa dad kaneng. You can start by referring, you know, be like, oh, dad, have you heard of this celebrity? Apparently, this celebrity is support of LGBT. You know, i-prime sa nimo gamay ba? Then you can hear what your parent thinks about it.
More
Really?
like- more
That's
like-
interesting.
so
Unsa
more-
di ay na. Then
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
That's your avenue. That's your window.
Yeah, that's your window. But also, possibly po nga mo react sila violently about that.
Then you'll know.
Then,
Then
oh,
you'll know.
no, it's not time yet.
Not yet. Labi na kung ayaw sa kay marag. No. Like for example, you start to talk about that and your parents they're gonna tell you, unya sa na sig storya mga yan kay busy pa ta. So I'm like, okay.
No.
Now is not the right time.
That's a different timing. But I'm talking about when they hear the information ba.
Oh, okay.
Mo react sila violently ba.
Yeah.
Dili na mo. You know what their stand is about something, right?
Yeah.
And then they're close-minded.
Yeah,
Kay kibaw
exactly.
nakausahay some people like they're really close-minded, especially our parents, right? Because they're andan po, di ba?
Yeah.
They have a world view that is kind of set.
That's
It is kind of
yeah,
set. That's really what happens to when some people, not all of us, get a little old. Our ways are set. Dili na lisod na kay usbon ba?
That's true.
Mo na
That's
siya,
true.
so ang ilang pagtuo unsa sakto or sayop set na siya.
Yeah.
Dili na gid mausab. So kung mo na ilang pagtuo, mo na nilang pagtuo. Kung dili mo mutuman ana, get out of the house.
Hala.
Kapuyo mo sa akong balay. Pag maginana mo, magbinayot-bayot mo.
Oh my god. I feel like that's I know we're making it a joke. It's true, but it's very real, Bitaw. No,
Yeah.
there are people who experience that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I would like to ask for our viewers and our listeners mga comments. When is the best time to come out?
Yeah.
How do you guys do it? You know, personally, me and Jiggy might not be the best
Yeah.
kanang murag,
Yeah.
the advisors for that. So I want to hear everyone else's tips and advices for that, not their
Okay.
inputs.
And speaking of coming out, this artist actually is like a symbol of
An icon.
an icon of
The LGBTQ.
LGBTQIA,
Yeah.
right? You know this guy, right?
Yeah, he's very close to my little sister. They used to be in the same dance group, and I remember for the longest time, he was kind of hesitant with releasing music, but I'm so glad now he's pursuing it. And really, if coming out was a person, this person is a like an icon for that.
Man.
Woo.
Dom Guyo is a beautiful mess, right?
Yeah.
We're a beautiful mess, contrasting pastel chest, feelings of hope or regress, too good to try to impress. We were a beautiful mess, not all we will confess, a mix of fire and finesse, won't be able to find another love like this. Movies and Netflix feel different without you. Late nights, car rides feel better beside you. We were a beautiful mess, contrasting piece to the chest, feelings of hope or regress, too good to try to repress. We were a beautiful mess, not over you, I'll confess, a mix of fire and finesse, won't be able to find another love like this. A beautiful mess, yeah. Envy, the coffee that touches your lips in the morning. Baby, our almost will always still hurt me. We were a beautiful mess, contrasting pieces of chest, feelings of hope or regress, too good to try to repress. We were a beautiful mess, not over you, I confess, a mix of fire and finesse, won't be able to find another love like this. I know it could have been the bliss we basking in, the we were happening, fall out of love again. No, it could have been, I can't pretend, thought I would love go in, fall out of love again. I know it could have been the bliss we basking in, the we
Ooh, right.
Yeah, that's what life is, a beautiful mess.
What does it mean to be a beautiful mess to you, Jiggy?
Oh, what does it mean to be?
It's not. Is it what do you call those kind of words when it's like two words are?
That's called an oxymoron.
Yeah,
right?
an oxymoron. Like for example, that building is pretty ugly.
That one is oxymoron. I am a moron. So, what does it mean when you say a
Beautiful mess. Yeah.
I think it is
What's a beautiful mess to you?
appreciating the default mode of the universe
Ooh.
because it is the way it is, and it's messy and all of that stuff, and that's
It's
a fact
chaotic.
of the universe, not just
Yeah.
of life. It's always chaotic, and to be able to, I liken it to an abstract painting. Right? When you see an abstract painting, it's all messy, right?
But it's beautiful.
Have you ever seen one of
Abstract
the
art.
works of my good friend Shio Montera? I don't know if you've ever heard of this great artist. He's actually from UP. He's a professor, and he has his art genre is abstract. Right? And when you look at it, it's messy.
You don't understand it at first.
You don't
right?
understand
It's
it
like
at first. And you don't have to make sense of it, but because
But eventually-
it is art. It becomes art. Abstract painting is because we are trying to make sense of chaos.
Yeah.
So it becomes a kind of art. So it tells you stories about why there's something that looks like it's burnt here, or
Yeah.
something that's like a large hole.
there's a greater explanation Why it's that way.
There's a kind of story that is
Yeah,
woven
that's true.
from the chaos, right? Because that's what we are. We're like stories from the chaos. Stories from the chaos. I like that.
Speaking of stories, I feel
Stories
like
from
a
the
lot of our members from the LGBT community have interesting stories that they might want to share.
Yes, please.
I think the question that I asked earlier is quite difficult. No, when we ask
when is the best
time to come out,
right?
I feel like that's not something as easy to come
Yeah.
up with. So
Yeah.
perhaps there will be other people, listeners.
Tabangin mi palihog diri,
Tabangin na lang mi. Maybe there's an experience
Because
that you
we're
want to
not-
share as a member of the LGBT community, right?
We're not
so if
experts
I
on this
know
topic.
that we have members of the community listening to us
Gapatugatuga mi diri.
right now.
Si Justin dili man itumboy, ako dili ko bayot, so di gid mi kibaw how
It's
to
a
how
bit
to
difficult. I mean, we can
Yeah.
say secondhand experiences, but it's never going to be the same as someone
Yeah, I
who's
know.
really experienced it
Si Kuya
firsthand.
Magic, di ba? Nas Kuya Magic, na basi kibaw ni siya kay murag medyo kuning effeminate mo to si Kuya Magic.
Yeah,
Dili ba?
I don't think so.
Dili ba? You think he's not coming out? No. We're just
Coming
kidding.
out to the ano siguro the recording
No,
room because he's always busy.
Coming out of his Alcatraz. He has his own Alcatraz down there.
AKA
He
the-
calls it his bunker. It's difficult for
or all tanan niyang recording materials.
No,
all his,
that's where he lives, man. He's a
Oh, he's got a house down here.
He's got
A bunker down here.
An Alcatraz. You know what an
Yeah.
Alcatraz is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so how do you come out? What's the best time?
Yeah, or what if
to
if
come
you
out?
guys have ever experienced that? No, what was your
Okay.
experience like? Were people kind to you? Was the reaction great? Was the
Okay.
reaction? I'm pretty sure. No, it's really not that easy.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, Jiggy? One of the things that I like about this show is we don't just celebrate one day's like kanang certain events at a time.
Yeah.
And not only is it World Coming Out Day, it's
Yeah.
also International Face Your Fears Day.
Oh, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
Today is also International,
Face Your Fears Day.
but the problem is if today is National Face Your Fear Day,
Dun dun dun.
what if
Dun, dun.
what if
What if?
it is your face that's fearsome? What do you do with that?
Patay. Wala na. Di na ka man. You're not supposed to check the mirror. Di na ka man namin.
So International Face, Your Fear Day,
Yep.
which is actually, if you think about it, interconnected, because coming out
Can be your greatest fear as
can
well.
be a fear, right? Lisod gyud kay nasa right? That's the problem with the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle it.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's really the
Ma-
problem.
You know,
with
it's
the truth.
yeah, it is connected. Sometimes coming out can be something super scary because you're not sure of how people will react to you. You don't know what if they're gonna be open about it. So maybe one of your greatest fears would be to come out. Ikaw, Jiggy, what is one of your greatest? Let's talk about shallow fears. Not
Shallow
ayun ang
fears.
mga greatest, philosophical fears.
What is
Simple
my
fears.
greatest
What are your simple fears? Are you afraid of heights?
Oh yeah, I have one.
Okay.
What is my greatest fear? this is so selfish, and this is so
No,
stupid,
no, 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 no.
right?
Everyone's entitled to their own
Yeah.
fears. Let's,
Um,
guys, think of one of your great fears.
And this is actually very nebulous, and mura ni siya kaning hanap kay ni siya nga
Okay ra.
nga pagtanaw sa kalibutan ba, but
No.
I used to say this a lot.
Okay.
But maybe I don't mean this as much as maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But before, I used to say that my greatest fear is to live an ordinary life.
Okay.
I don't want.
That's great.
I want to have an extraordinary life, right?
What is extraordinary to you?
Exactly. So muna siya, like I wanna feel every pain, every pleasure, every suffering, every joy. I want everything to happen to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Universe, bring it on, you know?
Oh, that's very brave.
So that's what I want. And I don't know, I kind of still fear the fear of being ordinary. I still fear that. I still think in the grand scheme of things, I have an ordinary life. We all have ordinary
yeah,
lives.
I mean, it really
because-
depends on your perspective.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
problem.
exactly.
So you can have the greatest life, you can live the most lavish life, go on trips and do all this and all that, but you can still feel very ordinary.
Yeah,
Or you
exactly.
can have the most ordinary, minimalist,
Exactly,
humble life and
exactly.
feel like it's super
That's what I
extraordinary.
mean. That's what I mean. I've since
Wow.
I've since not I haven't revisited that, but since you asked, that's one of my greatest fears. I fear like I'm not doing enough. I fear that I'm living an ordinary life. So I want my life to be extraordinary. But what that means is still up for grabs. I'm still
defining what
I'm- I-
extraordinary even means.
I am still having a discussion with that,
Yeah.
a daily discussion of what does it mean to be alive in the first place, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does this all mean?
Yeah.
So that's one of my greatest fears. The fear of being ordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like I said, I'm not claiming that I'm living an extraordinary life. In fact, in many ways, in the grand scheme of things, our lives are all ordinary. It doesn't matter if you're Einstein
Yeah.
or Jiggy Juice, right? 1,000 years from now, both of us will be forgotten.
Exactly.
Right? And
Exactly.
when the earth finally dies a few billion years from now, nothing, no trace of you and me, Justine, will ever be found.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
So
So
yeah.
that's a very valid
Yeah.
fear, no, knowing that.
Ikaw Justin, ba? Ikaw na sa ako na pirmi
Well, to be honest, I wasn't.
Ikaw na sa doon sa mukha ni- You're so unfair. You're dominating the questions here. What is happening?
No, but to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about the greatest fear yet. Ang akong giting lang sa just to start off the show is something,
Ayaw
general.
na, greatest fear to-
Diretso man mo greatest.
Greatest lang
Sus,
dito. So,
nako.
kibaw na ka. We always want superlatives in our lives. You said the best life, right? The
Yeah.
most.
The most,
We live in superlatives. That's why sometimes mas stress tag maayo kay grabe na kay ta ka full throttle pero me always the superlatives in life. So unsa may imong greatest fear, Justin?
Oh, I agree with you actually, knowing that one of my fears, one of them would be not making an impact in this world, because then I'd feel like if I was born for a reason, ay gamit ba? Like, why was I even born if I wasn't able to make any effect or any change or any positivity at all? So that's one of them. But since it's National Face Your Fears Day, I really got to think of one of the the deepest fears inside, and I would say one of them is really losing loved ones, and it makes me sad. But that's the reality of life. Nobody is immortal. And sometimes I do feel like, what if we were just kind of like, vampires, Edward Cullen style? You would live for centuries and centuries, and your loved ones would live too. Everyone you knew could live forever, but then that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Change is the only constant thing in this
Yeah,
life.
and-
if I could, I would make everyone live 1,000 years, but we can't do that.
No,
So
it is in fact our finitude. It is in fact that we die that makes life more worthwhile. It is in fact
Exactly.
that your loved ones will eventually pass on.
Yeah.
That we love them even more, because if they would live forever, can you imagine the constant haranguing, the constant nagging,
I wouldn't mind, to
the
be
constant
honest.
voice? No. You're just saying that. But say 1,000 years, or 2,000, or like a million, or forever.
I mean, Jiggy, I wouldn't mind a million years
no.
of TMC, Tops Media Center,
No,
105.1. I wouldn't mind
You're-
doing
you're-
this.
You're being delusional.
Yeah.
Like I said, too much of
Hey,
everything
thing is
becomes
bad,
its
yeah.
complete
So
opposite, right?
people can say I'm idealistic in that sense, that if I could, I would want me and my loved ones and everyone I knew to live forever. But that's not how it works, and sometimes
No,
that's
but
what
see-
means to
see-
face your fears.
That's
Accepting the
that's-
reality.
That's why it's special. That's why life is good, because
Yeah.
we die.
It's in the
because if
expiry
we
of
don't, if we
things.
live forever, you know what I would tell you, Justine, right now, if I lived forever, I can be whatever I want eventually. You know,
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at you, but you know what, Justin, eventually, presidente ko sa Pilipinas.
Because you have the infinite chances.
I am going to Mars or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
I can I be whatever I want in time, because I will live forever. It makes life less special. That's why our moms and our dads are special, because we know
Yeah.
they're not going to be here forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Imagine the you know, the amount of times you will not visit them, because they know I'll just
mabalik.
I'll just visit you
In a couple-
a million years from now.
Yeah.
Masita lang kanimo, masyaro ni makita lagi punta man, di ba?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's what life
That's what
makes
makes time
special.
precious as well. And
Yeah.
facing your fears means not only facing that reality, but making the most out of every moment. You know, knowing that this could be my last. This, you know, just jump in for the heck of it. I mean, I never thought a month ago that I would be in TMC, Tops Media Center. I never thought I'd be
it's like
a host for a morning show. But I'm loving every minute of it.
It's like a random conversation.
It
right?
is. I remember
my
you just,
God, man.
you know, I didn't ever think that I would be here. So I think, like you would always say to our listeners, you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
We're having this intimate conversation with all our listeners and viewers on the chats on YouTube at topsmediacenter.com.
Once again, our text number on TMC is 0999 887 6070. Let me repeat that, 0999 887 6070. That's our text line. You can also
Yeah.
join us on the chats on YouTube at Tops Media Center. We have topsmediacenter.com. We have Tops Media Center on Facebook. Dakang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw.
Thank you guys. Top
You're
of the
listening-
morning.
Top of the morning to all of you. That's the name of the show as well, Top of the Morning. My name is Jiggy Juice.
And my name is Justine Narvias, and today we're talking about
Two
two
things.
two
Okay.
big events today.
Okay.
No, today is Friday, October 11th. TGIF, thank God it's Friday, but it's also World Coming Out Day, as well as National Face Your Fears Day.
Wow.
Right? So, earlier we were talking about coming out. Now we're talking about facing our fears. Jig is
Which is actually the same if you think about it, right?
they're very much interrelated. So I want to ask our viewers and listeners now, what are your greatest fears? You know what? We don't have to make it so philosophical. It could be as
of course
basic
not.
as something super
Mundane, right?
yeah,
But-
like maybe I'm afraid of. Okay,
Yeah.
but we can't also judge that. We can't say that. Oh, that fear is less, less grave
scary.
than my fear. So, do we have people in the chat that perhaps afraid of heights? You know, thalassophobia. Afraid. I'm like that bit jiggy. I love the seas. I love dagat gid, but the problem, and I can swim, ha? You know, I can swim. I can
Okay.
float. Pero once I feel na gani nga, di na ako ma-feel ang ground under my feet. I kind of panic. Like
Really?
if I'm floating and then, yeah, kaya mag-imagine ko nga na I'm I can imagine like some
Especially
anaconda.
if it's dark, right?
Guys, I'll never swim in something that looks murky. Like if the water under the kind of seaweed,
So you
I'm
will-
not going there.
So you will never swim in my coffee. Because my coffee
Murky
is
kaya.
murky. Maybe you will swim on it when it's lasaw na,
Yeah,
like right
like
now.
oh my god, guys, he
That's not-
really extends his coffee for like 3 hours.
Coffee forever. You know what? One of the phenomenons in Cebu, maybe not even just in Cebu, but in the Philippines, kana bitong Fridays, mga kinaraan yun ang itukan lasa. Ano man,
Yeah.
nganong Biyernes man,
I have no
nganong dili man
idea.
Lunes, dili man.
Or throwback
Martes.
Fridays,
Nganong
right?
Biyernes lagi.
I don't know. We're still in the works of building our own traditions here, but we don't discriminate. In fact, here in TMC, we play all songs old to new.
Yeah.
So right now, what you got for us, Jiggy?
As long as they're from Cebu or from the Visayas, right?
Yeah,
And a little bit of from
the neighboring
big city, right?
Yeah. So what do you got for us today?
this one is Eto. He was actually like a 90s phenomenon.
Okay.
Cebu musician ni siya. Mangiita ni siya nga artist. How lucky you are. Eto. Because we play Cebu music from the old to the new on 105.1 TMC.
The best of us.
Trying to forget you. Then I told myself what a fool I've been. And I look into your eyes, running off the ground. I decided not to come on strong again. You had no choice, you kept me down. Yeah. But the look in your eyes, I can't read what's on your mind. Oh, I can't oh, I can't oh, I can't
Hi to all our listeners in the chats. Joel Lim said earlier Sam Smith voice. Yeah, Dom Guyo does sound a little bit like Sam Smith. No, he does have that similar vocal quality. So I don't know how you guys are doing. Once again, today we're talking about National Face Your Fears Day. So what are your greatest fears, guys? It could be very simple. Just type them in the chats, in our YouTube chats at topsmediacenter.com or Tops Media Center in YouTube.
That's made out of made into a pitaka.
Yeah, that's sad.
Unsa man?
Ano na lang,
Unsa man? Like,
yeah.
you have to answer that question.
Ano na lang?
What would be the animal?
Yeah, I know.
himo pitaka
I'm
you would
not
buy?
into animal cruelty, but the sad thing is that we have leather seats in
Yeah.
the car, leather. So
so
cows, technically,
cows.
diba?
So
Cow
cow.
hide, mga leather.
But
Sadly.
is that the most common?
Use of kanang
No,
animal,
is it the
ano?
most common animal for leather? Dili ba cow? Dili man kana if superior ang cow, di ba? Kanang mahalon gyud ng mga kanang mga Louis Vuitton. Dili man na cow gud.
Louis Vuitton.
Unsa man na siya?
I don't know.
What kind of leather is that?
I don't know, to be honest, but I do
Could it
know
be
that.
that it's human leather
Bye.
made out of skin of dead humans? Unsa man
Yeah,
ang
if your
animal?
name is Louis.
Louis. Ah. If
Si
you're-
brother Louis.
If your name is Louis, we will make you
Into Louis Vuitton
into
leather.
a Louis Vuitton. So, can you tell us, guys, unsa man ang gigamit nila nga
Yeah.
leather for those high-end products, mga
Are you
Louis
sure it's
Vuitton?
not cow? I don't know.
I don't think it's cow because unang mo cowhide mo kasi barato ram ng cowhide nga leather.
okay.
Nagabantay ko kanang mga leather shoes, they say cowhide. Kan dili kay na siya mahal.
Okay.
Pero kanang some kind of leather nga mahalon. I don't know what it is actually.
Yeah, we should invite like
Yeah.
someone who's an advocate for kanang mga animal.
No,
What you call that?
They would not appreciate this conversation.
No, they
at all.
probably would, so they could
hate it.
educate us on what kind of leather ginagamit, and some
No.
animal ang exploit the most
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Because for now, to be honest, I'm not very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
Pa,
Okay.
but we will know about that
Okay.
soon.
So
So yeah, one of my kanang shallow fears lang, I
Okay,
would say would be frogs. Oftentimes I do go camping with my family. We have a little farmhouse in Asturias, and they make a certain sound.
Yeah.
Mag-frog. No, it's like womp. That's the sound of the frog. No, it sounds like womp womp. And then mag-choir na sila dito sa daruhan,
Okay.
sa farm. And I can just imagine it would be torture for me if in the middle of the night, if ihulog ko dito sa daruhan and I have to
Oy.
walk through it. I would hate that.
You know what? Frogs are actually poisonous because nakibaw ko.
Exactly.
Nakinumdum ko nga naay namatay nga
Dog?
dog sa among
See?
sa among community kay nikaon siya og frog, nakakaon og
Exactly.
frog. So
They'll foam in the mouth.
They're also poisonous, right?
They are poisonous and at the same time, but they help keep the bugs away, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they keep the bugs away.
Ew.
This is sound of
Ew. No, those aren't the way that the frogs sound in Asturias nga daruhan
Really?
in our farm.
There's a special kind of
Guys,
frog?
for
May-
those who
maybe
know the frogs, no, they
Ah,
sound like
so-
womp. Ano ilang sound? Womp.
maybe like a group of frogs, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
if it's a group of frogs, it's like a choir of frogs. No, not like that.
So-
That sounds
something-
cute. The ones in Asturias do not sound cute.
Something baki sa Asturias sa muka.
Guys, for those who know, the
Hoy,
mga baki sa
katong mga taga Asturias,
province,
unsa may
dili lagi. They sound like
Sumuka
womp,
ng-
womp.
I think it's because they're in unison. They're crocking in unison. I think muna silang maglain paminaw. Let's just listen to it again. Group of frogs.
Yeah, search. Okay, SFX group of frogs.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you call a group of frogs? Like a group of fish is a school,
Ew,
right?
ew. See,
School
it
of
looks
fish,
so
right?
gross, Lord.
Okay, what is that? Oh no, nature.
It's womp ang sound. Like, womp. Ana.
How about this? Ana,
Kana siguro, I think.
ana.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm afraid sometimes to
Oh,
walk.
how about this?
Kana,
Yeah.
kana. That's kind of the sound. But imagine
kana,
it as a
oh,
group.
Okay.
See, they don't sound cute. That's not ribbit, ribbit. That's not ribbit, ribbit.
That sounds like an enormous creature, right?
Exactly. So that's why I'm afraid of walking sa daruhan or sa field at night. I don't walk around. Bala.
Some cultures actually eat frogs, diba?
They do, and a close friend of mine told me that they're actually good. A lot of my friends tried frogs. They say it tastes like chicken. Would you try it, Jiggy? If tagaan ka,
Would I try frog? I think I already did try frog. I think I tried that in Thailand or something like that.
is it good?
Tastes like chicken.
Ew.
Yeah. But kana
I'm so sorry. I really can't wrap my head around that.
manggong unsay kanon. It's also a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, I wouldn't want to shame anyone else's culture or anything. Personally lang, on my own perspective, I don't know. I just cannot. I just can't.
Remember, it wasn't too long ago. It was only just several generations ago that
Yeah.
there was a group of people that actually ate people. They were cannibals
Yeah.
back then, right? So,
Yeah.
kung kanang unsay kanon mo is really just a
It's also
culture.
subjective, and it's a thing.
cultural
yeah.
thing.
What
Whatever
you-
is accepted
yeah.
in your culture.
What you find Islamic and not. But that would be one of my fears, Jiggy. Since today is National Face Your Fears Day, sadly, I will not be facing my fears by eating any frogs. I'm not going to do that.
How about
Sorry.
you guys? What are your fears? Unsa may inyong
What are your
kahadlukan?
kadlukan, guys?
Naiuban nga kaning mahadlok mamatay, di ba?
Oh yeah, me too. I am.
It is
You know why? Mahadlok pamatay kay dili sila makaadto sa.
sa Tops Media Center. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is a common fear.
But I think I actually analyzed that fear, and I think most of us are not afraid to die. I think most of us, not all of us, of course, are afraid of the pain of dying. Kind of makafeel ta og suffering and pain, and everything.
Okay.
If
Or the pain other people will feel from our deaths, perhaps.
yeah. But primarily mahadlok ta sa kaning hospital pa ta, masakit ta, you
Yeah,
feel
that's
pain,
true,
all of that
that's true.
stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if we just disappear just like that, you
Yeah.
know.
Like sa kaning Avengers si Thanos nga mag-
Yeah. Kung
snap og finger.
Kung mawagtang ta sa kalibutan just like a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
And you don't feel anything, you just become
Murag
nothing.
disappear.
Yeah. I don't see anything scary about that, right? That's not scary, right?
Yeah.
Disappearing from the face of the earth is not scary, but the pain of and the suffering of death is kind of scary. So
It
I
is, it is.
if you analyze that emotion, but I'm just trying to analyze my emotion because I'm that kind of person that just analyze ko sa mga butang ba. So akong feeling ng kahadlok sa kamatayan is really just a fear of
The pain.
of
Yeah,
pain.
that's true.
Of fear of frogs.
I know. Well, sadly, I wish we got all day to talk about fears because we have so much fears now. And a lot of our listeners would probably want to share their sentiments with their fears as well. It is currently 10:57 a.m.
Maragi paong naman siguro kay Magic sa nga tong live siguro. Anyway, so mag-text na lang tani.
Wait a second. The frogs keep.
So
Nga na gid, that's exactly how they sound like.
that's your murag imong
That's my night. That's my kanang
like a
lullaby to sleep in the
mundane
daruhan.
gamay nga fear. But how about your biggest fear? What is Justine's
Oh god.
biggest fear?
One. I have a lot.
Something that debilitates her, something that paralyzes her when she sees it, when she feels it.
I don't get I feel like just the fear of knowing that things are gonna end and not. And I do have, this is term anticipatory grief. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Jiggy? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sometimes, do you ever feel like when you're surrounded by your loved ones and everything's going great, you're having a great moment, and then
Sumuka
suddenly,
ni mga baki sa pangon sa
Lagi.
Sige, sige.
and then suddenly you feel a little bit sad and you feel anxious and because you sometimes anticipate nga, hala, this might be the last time. And you know what, Jiggy? For most people, that's a sense of that's a way for them to cope with
Yeah,
with the
with the
anxiety
possibility.
and the
Yeah,
possibility,
yeah.
knowing that things don't last forever.
Yeah,
People die, people come and go. But it's not healthy, but yeah.
Absolutely not.
You can't have that. Imagine every good moment, nagkuyog mo sa mga amigo, then you get all sentimental all the time. You're always thinking about, hala, they could, the time could. Instead of focusing in the moment, you're getting anxious about the future. So yeah, be careful with anticipatory grief.
Yeah.
It could be good at some point. It helps you appreciate life more, helps you have a cleaner point of view and understand that things don't last forever. But most
Yeah.
of the time, it could also be what's the word you use?
Debilitating?
Yes,
Mga
debilitating.
paralyzed ka nga.
Yeah, kaya imagine
Yeah.
if ka na rin mong huna-hunaon every single time. So
Actually, some people are like
I
that.
gotta
That's why-
find the balance between
That's
that.
why they don't get out of the house. For example,
okay.
kanang si Cooper, our pet. Dogs have a very short
Cooper.
life, right?
Yeah.
So makibawod yung ka nga, he's already 8 years old, right? So kanang
Cooper's
8
kinda
years old,
old, yeah.
tiguang na kayo na
Yeah,
siya,
he's
di ba?
kinda old.
Even though if they're only 1 year old, right? That's only like a dozen years or so,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
so you really feel sad nga
You do.
Yeah,
I do like, hello, they're getting old.
I do feel sad. Now he's not gonna be here forever, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he's gonna die most likely.
Yeah.
Die ahead of you.
Before us, yeah.
so
like most pets.
mas sad yun da, di ba?
Yeah, that's true. But then
So-
imagine if you have that thought all the time, then
Yeah.
it'll be debilitating.
Right?
Yeah.
Kumbaga
So
ka
maybe we should.
ma-paralyze ka ba? So
Yeah.
what's the healthy mix, Kasa? Because we all know. Here's another fun fact about us human beings. Kanang we are the only known life form
Yeah.
that knows or who knows that we're going to die. Most the frogs don't know that they're going to die. Dogs
Good.
don't know that they're going to die.
So bad.
So they don't have that feeling,
Yeah.
that anticipatory
Grief that we do
right?
have.
They cannot project themselves into the future. They
Mm.
don't have that skill set. They don't have that brain capacity. So
Yeah.
kita ra gyud ang kind of life form nga
Maka-anticipate.
maghuna-huna sa ato ang kamatayon.
Yes.
Ang uban dili gyud sila maghuna-huna. Na people animals just go about their day. If you see a duck, if you see a dog, they're just going about their day.
Yeah, they just.
not caring about whatever, right?
Yeah. They
You know
don't
what I mean?
care.
Like-
Mauna de kan dogs maligsan because
Mao
they
na
don't
siya.
even look at their
They
surroundings.
don't care. They
Yeah.
don't really.
But
they don't-
us human beings,
So mao na siya.
as complicated as we are,
That's the greatest one of the greatest tragedies of our intelligence, because we know that we're going to die. So we at the back of our heads, there's always a kind of operating system
yeah.
that's always reminding us.
Yeah.
that-
It's a tragedy,
Yeah.
but it's also a gift as much as it is a curse. Would you say so, Jiggy? No?
Absolutely. Everything is a kind
Yeah.
of gift and a.
So how do we turn that into a grief? How do we turn anticipatory grief or the fact that we know that things are going to end? How do we make it into something positive for you?
It goes back to that meditative practice that DJ Jai was telling us.
Yeah.
It allows us to understand that
Mm.
the only thing more important in life is now.
Okay.
Karon na gyud ang ato ang karon mo ra gyud ni assured. That's the only thing that is assured. You don't know, Justin, simbako. Lakaw na ko diya, mahataga ko sa hagdanan, maparok akong mamatay ko.
Exactly. We never
you
know.
will never know, right?
Exactly.
Maybe there's always thunder and lightning. You know, may go ka og kilat. So it goes back to that. Nga, you have to appreciate this moment.
That's true.
Karong
Right now.
panahona.
Yeah.
Karon mora gyud na ang garantisado nga may tabo nimo. Ang uban pakapi na lang na. Those are just bonuses.
That's true.
So mo na siya. It drives some people
And that's why
to that moment,
Yeah.
but some people have different ways of coping, with that.
So that's why at TMC, no, we would always say, squeeze the most out of your day.
Squeeze.
Do you believe that's... Yeah. Diba, Jiggy? Like, it sounds like somebody peeing.
I know, right? Or
No,
even worse, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, you're right. Squeezing the most out of your day means not letting any sort of grief or anxiety hold you back.
Mukha
Right?
ni mga baki
Sa
gid.
mukha ni mga baki. Ay, they're still
I
here.
know, right? Mukha ni baki.
It is currently 11:03.
Warag mahuman na
We're
tani-
at the end of our show.
Nahutda na to in English o Binisaya, Justin.
Yeah, but don't worry, we'll have more time to talk about everything tomorrow and for the rest of the days.
Yeah, tomorrow is a Saturday. You forgot, man.
Oh.
You're gonna be there Saturday?
Gosh, tomorrow's Saturday. Okay, well, we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah, kiba ka Justin kaning akong may tabo na ako ba after like talking this long. I think everything is finite, right? So mahutan siguro kog words, mahutan siguro kog thoughts, mahutan siguro. So what I do, like, I'm like, I don't want to talk. Like, don't talk to me. You know, like you know.
Oh, do you have those modes?
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
like after doing a show.
Oh, really?
Like, what? Like, I can't talk anymore. But kung apiki gali kung show na mubo, or maybe ang show ka ng...
You feel like you weren't able to get everything
tatabian
out?
siya kay kusanan. Pero naagi point nga, mahurot ang words ako
Yeah.
ang system or brain
Yeah.
or whatever.
I guess so, yeah.
Kuya Magic, I was wondering, Kuya Magic, were you a frog by any chance? Were you a frog?
A frog?
Were you a frog? Did somebody kiss you? Maybe your wife did.
A frog?
Yeah, or maybe are you like a frog prince?
That's the craziest thing to ask someone. Were
Is
you a frog?
Is it possible that you were a frog, and then somebody kissed you?
And you became Queen Magic?
Kuya Magic, you're like you know the Frog Prince story, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you-
No,
would you-
I'm not sure, really.
Yeah, but how would we know, right?
How would we
How
know?
would we know that we were frogs, right?
I think I was kissed by an angel.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oi.
The sound.
Ah,
I love that. And then he became Queen Magic.
Yeah.
an angel.
An angel kissed you, so you're a frog in Asturias, right?
Paita.
Sa Asturias.
That's the
Na-
craziest thing
we
to
got,
ask
have, we got,
someone.
have we got frogs here in the
Yeah,
studio
we-
right
Yeah,
now?
we
Yeah,
got
frog.
frogs in the studio right
So
now.
samok, man.
In the back.
Nga naman ni
I
Kuya
don't
Magic.
know
Can
how
you
to
call?
quit
Can you
this,
call? Who's
Kuya
the pest
Mag.
control guy?
Yeah, pest control.
I don't know his name. Roll. Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
Can you make sure that he removes all of these?
Or Josh the Frog.
Yeah, just a frog. And what if we eliminate all the frogs and one of them was a frog prince? Whoa.
I want to eliminate them all. I don't care. I hate frogs.
So
I'm
you-
still at the end of this conversation.
So you don't care.
Kill them.
What if
I want to
the-
Thanos
what-
mode them.
what-
Snap my fingers, make them go
oh,
away.
So all frogs are out of,
Sorry,
out-
guys.
out of
I don't care. No frog friends. We're getting rid of all the frogs.
Okay, fine. Okay, Kuya Magic, that's it for us.
That's it for us,
Wow.
guys.
Oh, that's it.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
tuning
guys,
in.
don't forget as well that coming up at 12 o'clock today is the Magic Hour.
Oh my God, I
Woo.
forgot about that. Gee
Yeah.
whiz, Louise.
We got the
And-
Magic Hour, so all the international flavors and all of your
Yeah.
beautiful songs that you want to send in, that you want to listen to from all over the world, do come and see me at 12 o'clock this afternoon. I'm so excited to take over the airways.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much. And of course, he's giving out lots of cash on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
We're giving out 105 pesos.
We are.
And
Right now, actually, if you go to our Facebook page and just share the post that's there,
Okay.
you have a chance to win. There's 1,000 pesos up for grabs, guys.
Hola.
1,000 pesos on our Facebook page. Go to Tops Media Center
Center.
on Facebook and go find that post. All you need to do is share the post, like and follow. That's it.
do we discriminate? What if it's a frog?
We don't care. If you're a frog,
Is that
you're,
okay with
you're,
you?
you're, I know it
That
doesn't
sounds
count.
like a frog and a cricket mixed together.
That's how the frogs sound over here.
It's an actual frog.
They're not cute. There's no ribbit here.
Mga ito na, mauli na tayo.
Oh.
Maniod doon,
Let's go.
mamahaw na
Go get that Gcash,
Murag
guys.
nagkaguliyang na atong utok, Justin.
Lagi.
Mamahuay na mi diri.
Bye, guys.
This
Time
is
for us to rest.
TMC.
Have a great weekend.